always late. Sorry about running. I hear myself. Where am I? I was like, what the heck is that weird noise? And then I eventually realized that weird noise was myself. Okay, I killed it. That was no good. that was awkward. I don't do well hearing myself, so whenever I hear my own voice, I'm just like panic. Oh my god. I think it's YouTube. That's my guess. Because on my end, it's showing it's actually pretty clean right now. So I think we're good. So let's hope so. I want to do one thing that I forgot really quick. Also, my voice might sound kind of fried. I have not slept well. Stupid migraines. There we go. Okay, now my face is calibrated better. Phew! Ow! And I hit my elbow on the wall. Oh my god. Today was one of those days where my body literally could, like, not get myself out of bed. I'm sure you guys have had days like that where you're lying in bed and you just can't. Like, no matter how much you want to get out, you can't. Your body's like, no. Just no. And when I finally got out of bed, I guess I lied down too long without getting up to drink because I had, I don't think it would have been that actually, because it never happens. The air is really dry in the warehouse. That's probably more. I finally got out of bed because my nose was running, and I was like, oh man, I better go take care of that. Nah, it was just a nosebleed. So I'm just like, man! And then I just kind of sat there for a while, like, bleh. And then I really had to have a shower. I didn't want to be stinky for stream. Even though, you know, VTubers have a certain reputation of maybe being a little stinky. I am not stinky. I like to clean myself, thank you. So I needed to make sure that I went in first. Otherwise, I would have felt yucky all stream. And I don't want to stream feeling yucky, you know? That's just nasty. I also realized, I forgot to finish one of the cutscenes, I think. Last stream. Because I see one in the art. Is this the start of chapter 25? Or did we just like straight up miss one? I don't know. I mean, it's just a middle section, so we can probably do it next time. If it is the start of 25, I don't remember a chapter starting before without going right into campaign, so I was just really surprised. I took it dropped with an update then. Which would make sense why it was at the beginning. I just assumed it was part of 24. I guess not. That's convenient then if it's part of 25. We can just jump into it next time and do the entire thing, hopefully. Now that it's not a day that we are doing an active union raid. Uh-oh! I will take pity for now, because I know that TGM is a mod. So I will give you the mod benefit of the if you can log in, I'm not gonna kick you out. But also because I know your circumstances were a bit weird lately, but if next NIKKE stream that's still there, then we might have to slide someone else into the Friends and Union. If you just don't want to play, that's totally fine. But if you do want to play, you have to get on quick and save your spot. I will ping on Discord as well. Mods will get at least one extra reminder. Everyone else, you gotta stay on top of your toes if you want to stay in there. If you go to the story page in your missions, you can see what chapter a cutscene is linked to. Ah, interesting. I don't think. Where is that? Is that in the records? I don't know. And yeah, to be fair, no level is gonna hinder people in this one. People of any level are welcome to join the friend group or union, etc. But people aren't active, we gotta boot, especially for the union raid. I'm gonna do a lot. I figure this question's gonna come in a lot. If other people can maybe jump in and chat and help me answer it later on in the stream, just so I'm not answering it like constantly the entire stream. Because I think it's probably gonna be a topic all stream. I will not be reacting to the NIKKE 2nd anniversary stream. I'm too far behind. There would be too many spoilers. I cannot watch that stream. I'm gonna avoid it like the plague. I wanted to catch up so I could watch it, but I guess we're aiming for 1.5 NE, or 2.5 NE at this point, so no, that will not be a thing. And I will not answer anyone else asking that. If other people in chat can like graciously help me answer whenever it comes up, just so I'm not answering it like a billion times. Because it already happened quite a bit last time I streamed NIKKE, where it was like brought up all the time. Just to save us all some brain power and me some voice. Someday, exactly. Someday we'll get caught up. That day is not right now. But someday, for sure. Hello, Patrick Connor and Commander Matthias, and hello, C14 and Blake, and Kaka Consumer and Tangerines. I always read your name wrong. In my brain, I think tangerines. So I get confused. I'm excited for the side story. Reminder again, no spoilers as well. I have had some stuff spoiled, unfortunately, because YouTube and the internet are the way they are, which is why I'm trying to catch up. But I have had some, but I don't have everything spoiled. So let me experience as much as I can, out of context for the first time. In context, I guess. But out of context in advance of that moment. Yeah. Hello, Yelter and Josh. And Lookout Pumpkin and Justin Solis and Schrodinger. Yeah, I've heard a number of people talk about YouTube being really weird with buffering and stuff. So annoying. Yeah. Hello, Shadow Knight. Let's see how long you can hear this at work without your boss noticing. Don't get in trouble. If you would get in trouble after watching it work, don't feel like you have to. The VOD is always there, yeah? If you're allowed to watch it work, then welcome and say hi to your boss for me. But if you're not, don't do it. Don't do it. Hello, Sabertine on Twitch. Hello, Mauricio. You did not see the other stream going live. You did not. There was no other stream. You can't find evidence. Definitely not because I killed it. And definitely because there was no evidence in the first place. What other stream? There is no other stream. No other stream has ever existed. Hello, Spartan, B123134. And hello, Daniel Luke. Man, yeah, the Halloween song is so good. I love it so much. Hello, Karma Hanatala. Hello, Mike PC and Dark Shadows 275. Oh, also, I got some exciting news for you guys. I don't have it ready today, but it might be something I can use in some other NIKKE streams. I actually got I actually got new 3D tracking to try. I don't know when I'll have time to try it though. I want to make a video reviewing it for like sometime in December. So I want a lot of time to test it out. But I have to make sure I send all the concert invites out first, which are killing me right now, which is why I'm so run down. I'm sorry. I don't know how many are gonna come through or how many are even gonna agree, but for now I'm messaging around 250 people. It's not gonna be that number in the final, I promise. But, as someone, you guys know, I don't even hide it. Someone who has like the fucking worst social anxiety, it's really goddamn hard to send that many DMs when you are an anxious wreck anytime you have to interact with people and suffer from chronic, oh my god, everyone secretly hates me syndrome. So it's like, it's really taking a toll on me. Until those are sent out, like I am literally shaking most of the day and I am not sleeping well because I am just so terrified dealing with all the concert stuff, it's like making me a disaster. Once that's settled down a bit more, even when I'm working on it, like working on it is hard, but inviting people is way harder. So I'll be a little bit better in a while, but for now I'm gonna be a mess for a bit just because it's very... YouTube in general? Yeah, I really don't know what to say. It must be on the YouTube side because it looks perfectly stable on my end. I can't reset it or anything. I'm sorry. I really don't know what to say. It's just been a pain. Also, hello, Jono! Welcome. Let me see one sec. I had a member saying, Roxy500, thank you so much for the 8 months! Here to let you know that I still exist. Thank you for letting me know that you still exist. It is good to know that your existence is still existing. Let me see. Ooh, you're playing the Evil Within too. What is it like? I heard about it, but I don't really know anything about it. I'll bring up a tiny bit of one of Jonah's videos. I don't actually know what this song is. But let's bring it up and see. Hold on. Oh wait. Let's see. This is one of Jonah's song covers. I saw Epic. I don't actually know what the Epic musical is. I saw the word Epic and I was like, let's go with that one. Oh, you did that math. Oh yeah, I think I might have listened to this one before on stream, possibly. Maybe a long time ago. Or by myself or something. Seems kind of familiar.
Pride is a damsel in distress.
Maybe. Feel like I heard.
Hiding away where only I can undress her.
Dang.
Try all she cannot to confess.
Confess what? Question.
In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning, wield her, use and yield her. Show her what she can't conceal, for true nature will be revealed. Tell me, Odysseus, if I were to...
Make sure if you guys want to hear the rest of the cover, you go check out Jono's channel, yeah? Let me see. Melting your PC, rendering, and After Effects. Oh my god, I don't even know how to use After Effects. You're braver than me already. Nope. I think I tried using it once and it scared me too much and I never opened it again. I was like, this program is not for me. And I just never again. Hello, Commander Maverick, and hello, Funtime Freddy. Oh wait, really quickly before I forget, for those of you who haven't seen, I pinned it in chat and there's a command for it, and my loading screen makes a reference to it, so you've probably seen it a million times. But I still want to show you my new merch that I announced yesterday, which is... It's gonna be loud for a sec, hold on. Spooky! Glow-in-the-dark ghost keychain. You guys gotta see it in action. One of the underlings helped model it and show it when it glows in the dark. Isn't it so cool? It's the very first merch that I helped plan like marketing and development and everything from the ground up. So I'm really excited that it's finally out. I have a link basically everywhere you can possibly see it. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys wanted to check it out if you were interested in grabbing one. And we also released a matching keychain for Grammy. Because I wanted to do it as like a group or a duo. And I was trying to think who would be the most iconic for making like glowing Halloween merch. And Grimmy was just such a perfect option that I needed to ask Grimmy, and I was so happy when she was interested in joining. You got two? Nice! Aren't they so cute? I'm really excited that you can finally see them. I actually really wanted them for putting on my dog's collar, possibly. But then I realized that that's my own merch. I probably shouldn't walk outside with it. Because I thought if I put it on the back of her harness, it would glow and then people would see her better. And my dog wouldn't get hit by a car if she, like, breaks free from my grasp. But she never does that anyway, so I mean, she's fine. But I just like to be extra safe because, you know, doggo is precious. Oh my god, speaking of being extra safe and doggo is precious. Okay, remind me when I catch up on chat. I have a really embarrassing story to tell you guys. It's actually the worst. Like, the most embarrassing fucking story. Like, if you guys were me, you'd want to actually die. We want to know how high my anxiety's been. I think it'll tell you. It's so fucking stupid. Hold on. Oh. Yeah. Hello, Ryuga Samurai. Hello, iPrep Salon. Hello, Mamo. You clicked the link and it said it was private. It spooked me that I got twitched. No. I made the fake. No. There's no private stream. I didn't accidentally start I forgot that didn't happen. I did not accidentally start a fake stream and delete it because there was no fake stream. There was no accidental misclick ever. Never. No. It's fine. Hello, Hugh. I'm Willow Star Dragon. Yeah, it is YouTube. It's not my internet today. I'm looking at my connections. Nice and stable. Hello, Giga Rico. Hello, Katsuta. A ghost is pretending to be a pimp? How do you know it's not the other way around? Or both ways? Nah, I'm a real ghost. Real ghost only. That explains a lot of, you know, my clumsiness and stuff. I staged it as clumsiness. Actually, it's my haunting. I'm knocking shit over like a cat. Just like possess my flesh puppet, but you know, I'm not very good at it yet, so sometimes I whack her into stuff. She tries. and I'm just not that great at controlling it. I have to practice some more, I think. Maybe get like a remote control. Maybe if I do it like on a controller remotely, it would go a little better. I don't know. Hello, Lord Sovereign. Hello, Bongala. Hello, Rokumino. Hello, Joey. Let's see. Everyone clarifying the chapter. I'm so sorry I messed that up. My brain. The YouTube app is running without any problem. That's good at least. Hello, Jasper Nikkei. And hello, Obake. Thank you for this vtuber fit. I'm probably going to wear the keychains are available to pre-order until November 8th. So, how do you guys feel if we extend black hair, black dress, spooky Pam until November 8th to help promote the keychains? I can keep being spooky? I can keep being spooky? Huh? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, great. Halloween's extended. Perfect. Amazing. I might even extend it until November 15 because I'm doing something then that's kind of spooky, so we'll see. Speaking of expanding, not as weird as that sounds. I saw another thing going around on Twitter that, went around before and was actually true. So it's just like a friendly reminder. I checked mine, and luckily it's still good. But if you have a PSP, go check your battery. Go check your battery. A number of people, including at least one of my mutuals, found out that their battery was swelling in their old PSP. And that can explode or catch fire. So if you have an old PSP, just, go check on your battery. Make sure it's all chill and the battery is not going crazy. And Vita too. Even like 3DS and stuff, just like, I'm pretty terrible at never checking my electronics. So just, if you have anything with batteries that can expand, like old phones or whatever that you didn't recycle and hoarded, just go check on them. At least some point. Something about Syrian theme playing when they tell us says, it's not like I sabotaged the batteries or cheaped out or anything. It's fine. Honestly, she would. She'd cheap out on batteries for her NIKKE and then they'd just fucking explode. Oh, that'd be so bad. Hello, Bucko. Hello, Chitty. The Annie is designed to not include spoilers. That's not true. The anniversary event won't have spoilers. Like, it will. Like the same with the Red Hood event. It's spoilers, but you can enjoy it without any in-context spoilers. So if I'm behind, I will play the anniversary, but I'm not watching the anniversary live stream. Those ones tend to have spoilers because it's announcing like new story and new stuff. But yeah. So it's not great to do the live stream, but I will be doing the event. And a friendly reminder for everyone not to be like, Pam, this unit's a spoiler! Pam, the story is a spoiler! Don't tell me. I'm gonna play the anniversary regardless. I'd rather not think about what may or may not be a spoiler and just enjoy it on the surface for what it is. I did see the Red Hood full torso mouse pad, yeah. The fan art one, that's pretty wild. Honestly, they should have collabed with Shift Up and made it official. It would have absolutely like done amazing for sales if that was like well known to everybody and Shift Up could share it. Exactly. Like if I'm behind anyway, by the time I get to that point in the story, I probably already forgot. Like for real, I'm just getting to a lot of the Red Hood stuff now. I don't remember. I remember like vague things here and there. So I'll get there when I get there, yeah? The streams don't have any direct spoilers. They might though. Where the story has progressed so much, they might have small main story spoilers, and I don't want that. So I would rather not watch it, I think. The risk is too high. Like last year, if they'd made any references to Red Hood being rappy, there probably were some. I'd imagine, maybe. Maybe not, because that would have been like right where they were in the story at the time. But like stuff like that, where I'm so far behind, like even if it's like a spoiler relating to Crown's event, I haven't gotten up to where that's relevant yet very much. Other than just meeting in Devilia briefly. So it's not quite what I want to interact with. Yeah, I know the anniversary items have spoilers, but don't tell me that. Don't remind me. Don't tell me, don't remind me. Don't even like, just be like, wow, this is cool and so new. You know as much as I do. Just pretend we all don't know anything, yeah? And I'm on 25. We just got to 25. So we haven't started 25 yet. So that's why we're doing the side story, because we just finished 24, where Yuni and Mihara both got like shot. So it seems like the perfect place to jump right back into it. Get into the side story. Kind of knock that out of the way while it's both new and super relevant to where I'm at. Just perfect timing, you know? Hello, Christian Yabuki, Pepsi, and Meta Magician. I'm gonna speedrun names because I realize how far behind I am. Hello, Katak. I will be careful on YouTube after the update drops. Please don't remind me! I see that's way back in chat, but like, guys, seriously. I'm aware there's gonna be spoilers. Don't be like, Pam, be careful, there's spoilers. Once it comes out, if there are, I have to go on YouTube for my job. I have to play NIKKE. Just zip the lips, zip the lippers. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. I don't know anything. We don't know anything. We're all just in bliss ignorance. Okay. That's the way we're gonna keep it. Hello, Rakshi. Hello, Dr. Zeal. Hello, Rakshasa. And hello, Bryce Terry, and Von Kaiser, and Omnius. Also, Omnius, thank you so much for subscribing on the Twitch side. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, Hector. Hello, Nami. Hello, Donald. Hello, Nicholas Wong. And hello, Commandus. Yeah, anxiety is painful. I'll survive. Anxiety is just a bitch. Honestly, if I gave in to anxiety, I would have never streamed at all. I just kind of steamroll through anxiety, which takes various levels of toll on me depending, but I ain't gonna let it stop me from living my life. Hello, and Rosehill, and Ramsel127, and Amtrak, and Super Gamer, and Elsie Lipin. You were weak and rolled for Rumani? I'm still petty. I want to complain about Rumani in the next survey. Why no Halloween, Brute? Excuse me, why no Halloween? If I have time, if my health holds up, I'm still really behind from when it gave out last week. I might try to write my own Halloween event and voice act it solo next week because I'm still so pissed off we don't have one. So I'm like, what if I just make my own and now we have a Halloween event? Even if it's like 5 minutes long and really, really bad. I'm extremely desperate. I will make anything. I am so fucking desperate. So we'll see. we'll see if I end up making my own. It's gonna be like, I don't know, Drake poisons the candy, and then at the end you find out she poisoned it with vitamins or like some absolute garbage. I don't know. But I need something. I'm being absolutely tortured without it. Would have loved a Halloween event with the spooky theme Nikke's. I know, right? The current surveys for Romani? Yeah, I'm gonna go in the survey and be like, shouldn't have had Romani. Unless you put her in a Halloween outfit. We could have had Nurse Romani. Guys, we were robbed. instead of novel nurse, we could have had Halloween Nurse Romani. Man, yeah, right, with an actual witch. That'd be so cool. Just put a big old witch hat on her in the event. That'll be amazing. Hello, Blue Shadow. I'm a Lassie Pin. Hello, Person Fire. And hello, Wicked Ants. You saw 3 people you follow replying, quote, retweeting it and thanking them because theirs is swollen too? Yeah! I saw at least one person doing the same because theirs was swollen and sharing a picture of how bad it was swollen. And it was someone I know, like they wouldn't just fake that. And that's how I thought to check too. Mine was okay. Which is great because I got a claymores that I make you grim, so I need to make sure that my PSP isn't fucking crazy. But yeah. Seems to be good. Hello, we live in a society. Hello, Joshua Patterson. And Cross Creeper. Get to playing? Nah. Bruh. If you're gonna come in my streams and tell me to stop yapping or get to playing, you can just leave. I'm gonna take my streams at my own pace. Thank you. Hello, Zite. And hello, Ironclaw. We haven't started the depression yet. No. We will start it in a second, though. I always chat for around 30 minutes, sometimes slightly under, slightly over. But at the beginning, that's basically the given. And at any point, I'm gonna yap. So if you don't like yapping, bye. Hello, Nerdiconium. You've been drained since Rouge? Same. I keep getting drained. Werewolf Biscuit would have been really, really cute. Alright. Hello, Jump. I did actually catch up now, so I will be jumping into it. Oh yeah, I told you guys. I had a really embarrassing story to tell you guys first. So this is really embarrassing, and then we'll play. This is actually like the most embarrassing thing I've done in my life. So, you know how doggies, like if you pet their belly, like way low on their belly, it doesn't really have a lot of fur. And then like high up on their belly or like their chest area has a lot of kind of like really thick fur and stuff. I was giving my dog some scritches in the like high up, like super fluffy area. And I noticed there was like a weird black and red lump. I got really scared. I didn't know what it was, and she's been scratching a lot recently, so I was like, oh no, parasite or something crazy. So I went to the vet, and I was like almost crying. I was like, help, is my dog okay? I don't know what's going on. She's like scratching, and there's this weird spot like way up in her fur, and I've never seen it before in my life, and it's scaring me. It was a fucking nipple. Apparently they also exist really high up, like around the same level as the upper arms. I didn't know that on dogs. I thought they were only on the lower side. I never saw it before that high up. I never ever noticed. I just like stopped talking for almost an entire minute when the vet told me. I was like, I didn't know that they went that high up. I spent an entire vet bill worth of money to find out that nipples fucking exist. I hate my life. I would rather, yeah, dog was fine, Seeds, but Pam not so much. She already needs a surgery. I mean, it's not the worst that I went in. Because I went in, I was able to book her surgery finally, instead of keep forgetting. So now that's they're gonna call back with the time. She has to have a lot of teeth removed. I haven't been able to brush her back teeth because she will actually chomp into me real hard and it hurts. Because she hates people touching them. Well, unfortunately, because she won't let me brush them, now they gotta go. So I booked that. So at least it wasn't an entirely wasted trip, but that was embarrassing. They charged me, well, they have to charge me, right? Because they're almost always fully booked with appointments and stuff, and it still took their time. Like, I have to pay them for their time. You know, they're a professional. It just is rather unfortunate, the circumstances. It did give me a story. I was like, you know what? If I have to go through the embarrassment of living this moment, I'm going to at least get content out of this, because I have legitimately never been so embarrassed in my entire life. Just imagine having to be me in that vet visit. It was I don't know if I can go back to that vet employees. I don't know if I can ever go back. Like, if I walk in the door, they're just gonna be like, hey, it's that girl, and I'll be like, welcome to Pet Anatomy indeed. I'm glad my dog's okay. I thought she had skin cancer, and I was like, it's so over. I don't think I could have handled losing my dog this year with, like, still, my grandmother's, like, obviously not gonna make it much longer. Like, we finally got her in a safe place. That's a lot better, and they're looking after her, but, like, once you get to, like, super advanced dementia, there's not that much time. So, like, I don't really need to lose my dog at the same time, you know? I don't really need that. So I'm really relieved. Also, thank you for the super healthy vet bill fund for Pam Trigger. I hate you. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but it's really the best way it could have gone. More than anything, I'm glad the dog is healthy. Anyway, now that we got that embarrassment out of the way, let's go into the side story so we can all forget about that and pretend it never happened. Hello, Ramsey, Noah, and Ronoin. No, I know that all female dogs have them. Like, obviously I've seen them on my dog before. The thing is, I've never seen them that high up. They're, like, level with their front legs. I thought they were all much lower than that, like cows. Or, like, some higher. I've only ever had extremely fluffy dogs. So, I've never noticed how high they apparently went up. That was more the problem than anything. Because that's even one thing I thought at first. I was like, oh no, it's too high up to be that. Yeah, it just was. Hello, Blue Linen Placement and Blue Jay for life. Hold on, I have this jink. The real plot twist is that it was a cat this whole time. I mean, she does look like a cat. She acts like a cat. She's maybe smaller than a cat, though. I mean, she thinks she's a cat. Okay. Here we go. Huh. Oh, wait. Is there more than one side story? What are these? Oh, Wordless Part 2. Oh, it's the next part. Okay. Does she quack like a cat? Funny story, I had a rabbit that quacked. When she got really mad, she was like, bah, bah, bah. She make like a quacking type noise. All my friends were scared of her. When she was calm, she was very, very chill. But when she was mad, it was full angry duck mode. And unfortunately, she got mad when we tried to change her water. She did not like us touching her water. We had to change her water, so... just kind of can't put up with that. You bled on multiple occasions because she did not want you touching her water. She was violent. I'm gonna eat a bit while we do the voice parts.
Your punishment has been decided.
Well, that kind of sounds like Cecil. No bonus story reading? I said maybe there's time after the side story. The whole time I said we were doing the side story, bro. Hello, Clumsy Crow and Mega Fan King. We'll see.
Am I going to be killed?
I don't know. The officials will arrive in an hour. Wait here until then.
She sounds kind of like Naga, actually. Which is actually the same person as Cecil as well. Never mind. Hello, Flame and John Workview.
Is Mihara awake?
I cannot divulge that information.
Has Mihara recovered from her injuries?
I cannot divulge that information.
Can't I meet her?
Also, Requiem, thank you for 21 months. Thank you once again for these wonderful streams. It's been an honor to know your community and be here with you through your journey. No, thank you. I wouldn't exist without the community, so thank you guys.
That won't be possible.
Hello, Musical Maelstrom.
Please let me see her.
They did voice it, yeah. They voiced the side stories.
I've already told you, that's impossible. You cannot meet anyone until your punishment is carried out. Such is the decree.
Please, just one more time. Let me see her.
Now she's so worried. It's funny because she's basically viewing her as a person that wasn't even Mihara, but now she just cares so much after what happened.
No.
Only for a minute. Just for a brief moment. Just let me see her face.
In case you've forgotten, you have committed a crime.
Yeah. Yuni is directly responsible for all those deaths, so I kind of understand.
Many people lost their lives because of you.
She's under arrest while still holding her whip.
They too have things they wish
I think they wouldn't want to take that away from her. I feel like she would kill you if you try to take it away from her. Oh, crazy man.
People whom they wanted to see again.
And NIKKE's died too, true.
Now they can no longer meet their loved ones. So you don't get to meet with anyone either.
Dang. That's fair, but harsh.
If you were smart, you would beg for forgiveness from the victims and await your punishment.
Yeah, it's deserved.
Got
a rocket launcher? Yeah, I imagine just sitting in her jail cell with her rocket launcher being like, gee, I wish I could leave. If I was stuck in a jail cell with a rocket launcher and I wanted to leave, I think the wall would be getting it. As Mana turns to leave, Yuni drops to her knees and grasps at Mana's legs. Yuni's never one to beg. Holy.
I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Her voice actress is so good.
What are you doing?
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
But she still deserves punishment. She can't just cry her way out of this. Like, she major fucked up.
I'll atone for my sins for the rest of my life. I'll never stop begging for forgiveness.
The thing about Yuni, though, is I do feel like Yuni means it. And I don't think she deserves as much hate as Viper or Crow. Because even though what Yuni did was objectively worse, they manipulated her into doing it. They pushed her beyond the edge, to the point that she was broken. And if she hadn't been pushed there in the first place, I don't think she would have done it. Siwon is also indirectly responsible for that same reason. But I do think Yuni needs to be held accountable, because it was still her actions. But I do think there's actually hope for Yuni to atone, whereas I don't feel the same about Viper, because as soon as Viper's feelings are not like romantic or whatever, I feel like she would just turn on us again. Like once Viper's actually your crazy ex, like it's over. So I don't think Yuni deserves quite as harsh punishment as Viper or Crow, but she does have to atone because what she did was pretty bad. Alien Smith and Deathlove? Crow was even impressed by her. That's why I said she still has to be punished. Like she still did pretty bad shit, but I do genuinely think if she would have had the proper support instead of being pushed to that point, it wouldn't have happened.
Get up.
Even if I don't get to see her, just tell her one thing.
But I can at least genuinely feel bad for her. Whereas when Viper cries, I can still only see it as crocodile tears. I can't take Viper's emotions seriously because she's only ever manipulated anyone.
One sentence, please.
I said get up.
Yeah, exactly. Yuni was put on a dark path, but she made an unforgivable mistake. That's a good way to look at it. Like, you cannot forgive the fact that she did that. But she can at least try to, like, be better from here on out. Whereas Viper and Crow, I don't think deserve a second chance. Viper, maybe, but, like, the second she turns again, no. Crow, just, nah. Jackal deserved all the leniency in the world. Jackal literally didn't understand anything. Jackal did nothing wrong. Even though she did. No one will ever change my mind. I love you, Manny. Exactly though. Like, oppression and bad things have happened. They don't give you the right to do the same to others. That's why I still think Yuni doesn't deserve to be, like, let off the hook. She has to atone. I think it's okay for Yuni to, like, rehabilitate, like, back into, like, hey, I'm a normal NIKKE, I'll try to be good now, but she should never, like, no one should let her forget what she's done still, because you don't want her to get back in that point. Like, I don't think she's redeemable in the sense of, like, full forgiveness. Like, it's okay, it never happened, but I think she still has potential to be better from here on, but no one should let her forget it either.
I'll accept any punishment. No matter what happens to me, I won't challenge it. Denounce me, curse me, beat and torture me.
Dang. She's not Mihara, so she really means it. That would actually be a punishment.
I'll accept any punishment that's given to me, and I'll do whatever I'm told. Because I've sinned. I know this. I've taken other people's loved ones away from them. It was wrong. So wrong.
See, I think a good way to put it is that I think Yuni, in terms of on the scale of evil versus not, they've all done bad things. But Yuni, I think, genuinely feels bad for the things she's done and is trying to understand. Whereas, as I said before, Viper only feels bad because she got caught. And Jackal doesn't feel bad because she genuinely doesn't understand what she did wrong. Because people are patting her on the head and saying, good girl.
I'll spend the rest of my
I
life
genuinely
begging for
don't think she's
forgiveness,
apologizing
even if I
only
have
because she
no
wants to
hopes
see
of ever
Mihara.
receiving it.
I genuinely think Yuni actually feels really bad. This doesn't seem manipulative or in the same vein of I'm sorry because I got caught. Like, she genuinely seems sorry. Yuni has too much pride to fake this just to see Mihara.
Just please, let me say one thing to Mihara. Just one thing.
Yuni bows her head towards the floor. And grasps Samana's legs with sad desperation.
Please, please.
Like, this isn't putting on a show just to get what she wants. Like, she's actually this desperate.
Help me. Just this once.
Exactly what happened with Mihara, Yuni can relate to the victims. Which is, I think, why Yuni understands it now.
Fine. I'll hear you out. What is it that you want to say?
How are you feeling?
It's pretty heavy start. Just having her cry her eyes out. I do genuinely feel mixed on it though, because I do still agree that it's like, it's hard to forgive her for what happened. But I do almost view it like that wasn't Yuni. Someone pushed, like people pushed to the edge can do really bad shit. And I do think they should always be held accountable for it, as I said. But it's like, under any other circumstances, Yuni wouldn't have done it. Whereas like Crow would do something for no reason. If that makes sense. That's why it's like, it's very, very hard for anyone to say what's the right move in this situation.
Good. No issues with my vision, hearing, smell, taste, or touch.
Any headaches?
None whatsoever. The doctors did such a great job treating me that I don't feel any pain at all, unfortunately.
I love the unfortunately. Yeah, the doctors did such a good job that I'm not suffering. How unfortunate. Is that a temporary voice actor? I was gonna say it sounded a bit different. Oh. Anyone know the situation behind that? Was it just someone like sick or unavailable? Mihara and 2 other characters have temporary VA in this story? Why? That's so strange. Oh, because of the strike. Wait, what? I fucking hate that. Wait, what? Can I get some context on this and why I actually hate it? So, one, okay, there's a number of reasons I don't like that. How do I explain this? So basically what the strike is that voice actors are refusing to work for studios that don't sign protections against using AI, right? So it's very easy. It says personal issues, then it may not be because of the strike. This would only apply if it is because of the strike. There's an interim agreement that any studio can sign, and then they can immediately still use the same actors and record. All the interim agreement says is, hey, we promise AI protection. We will not use like AI stuff without consent. And if they had to temporarily use different voice actors, if the strike was the reason, that entirely means they refused to sign AI protection. There's literally no other reason. Because at any time, they can bypass the strike by literally just signing that. So I actually really don't like that, if that is the reason, and genuinely hope that it's any other reason. Because otherwise that kind of gives the studio a pretty bad look, in my opinion. But, hopefully not. The other thing I don't like about it is that it means whatever the temporary voice actors are that took the roles, they kind of like, threw themselves under the bus by being like, hey, we don't care if there's protection, we'll do it anyway. To have this like one-time opportunity, which is kind of... The voice actors have said in interviews that the voice casting director protects them from AI. Then why didn't the studio sign it? My best guess is maybe there's a different reason for placeholders then. Because if it was because of the strike, they could just sign an easy thing and then there wouldn't be anything. So my best guess is that probably it's either that and there might be more to that agreement than I think. Or it could be just a coincidence. Maybe there's other reasons. I don't know. It is only from the EN side, because the strike is only on the EN side. It's complicated. So I don't know enough about it to fully say, so I don't want to make too many assumptions. It's just if the strike was the reason, there's a really easy workaround. Same with Genshin. People getting mad about Genshin having no voices for a while when they could easily just sign an agreement, but they don't. So, yeah, it's complicated. But we'll see.
Unfortunately? Why would you say such a thing?
I love the unfortunately statement so much, though.
Your brain damage was so severe that it was almost impossible to regenerate with the nymph alone. Why do you think you were taken to the repair center immediately after being deployed from the Bacillus Research Institute? That's how serious the situation was.
I guess.
From what you heard, the strike is so companies agree to never use any AI voice. I don't think that's entirely true. What I understand about it is they're not allowed to use anyone's recordings like without explicit consent or things like that. Or it's like they agree not to use AI on their current stuff. I don't actually have the full situation. But I'm obviously very biased. Because I would love to do voice acting for stuff like this. And obviously, if stuff like this ends up being done by AI, I can't. So I obviously am very biased to anything like anti-AI voice.
What the... Why are you being so nonchalant? You should be taking this more seriously. If you ask me, you should be resting at the repair center for a while
It's easy to only do the strike if you're doing well financially, but the problem is, if you're gonna undercut other people, it shows the industry that there's always going to be people who will do it for cheaper, and there will be people who don't care about like the working conditions. It's not the best idea. Like, I get it. There's a fine line because you have to pay bills, right? You have to pay bills. Like, some people do not have a choice but to work anyway. But at the same time, anyone who does is undercutting the efforts of everybody else. So it's not as simple as like do it or don't do it. How's I mean doing? It's about asking VA for permission to use AI and not using their voices without consent. That's what I believe as well. So I'm hoping that's not the case because I don't want to think that the NIKKE studio would want to take advantage of people like that. I want to respect them, I really do. So I'm gonna hope that it's a different reason. Also, husband, did you make a Joker?
Why did Bacillus suddenly request you to return in such a hurry?
The higher-ups probably believe that they've allowed me ample time. Usually, we're asked to return straight after being deployed.
I could tell that Mihara's was temporary, though. I wasn't sure if it was a recast or temporary, but her voice here sounds really, like, emotionless. There's not... It sounds like a robot, which to me, kind of, I'm assuming somebody got the direction, like, oh, she's a cyborg, and kind of ran with it. But it sounds a little robotic, more than usual. Hello, sisters.
The fact that they allowed me to visit the repair center in the first place is already quite generous.
Like, I'd imagine this voice being used for something like Lucy in reverse, not Mihara necessarily.
Through the data I received, I've learned what kind of person I was in the past. From the records stored in Nymph, I've also recalled how to use my abilities.
I kind of wish I knew there were temporary voices, though. I would have rathered waiting and maybe play it with the real ones, but that's okay. We'll get through the story before I get it spoiled any more than I already have.
I'm also not feeling any pain. So I think it's time to get back to work.
If you feel even the slightest bit of pain, be sure to come straight to the hospital, okay? It doesn't matter what time of day.
Honestly, the monotone because of the head injury and nymph issues, though, I wouldn't mind it. If it is on purpose, I don't really mind the direction.
Yes. I understand.
Oh, that's true. They might not redub the story, just they'll go back to the regular actors. That makes sense.
Honestly...
You should really try and take this a little more seriously.
Mary's the usual voice, though, I'm pretty sure. That's very distinct. I really like Mary's voice.
Even though a new nymph was used to regenerate the old data, since the brain itself was physically damaged, we're still unsure as to whether there will be any side effects. Even while we were conducting surgery, the nymph thought it was being physically attacked at one point and
It's
went
also,
wild.
if it is the strike too, keep in mind, don't just assume anyone where you hear their actual voice is like not doing the strike. They could still be doing the strike, but hold on. Their part could have been recorded before it started. You never know for sure.
If there are still parts of your brain which have sustained damage, we might not be able to treat them, depending on the severity.
I agree, actually. I thought Mary's voice in the beginning was really, really generic, but in the summer event, I'm actually really biased. In the summer event, I had my friends do it, and they did really well. I was about to say, I remember her standing out there, and then I'm like, wait, that was you and Lane. Anyway, they did amazing.
So, if you feel any pain at all, you must come to us immediately.
Yeah, in the
Understood?
Coin Rush event, she sounded great.
All right, yes. I'll keep that in mind. Don't you two worry yourselves
Mary
too
ASMR
much.
would break the internet. That's like too dangerous.
Fine. If I keep belaboring the point, I'll just be nagging you, so I'll stop here.
Thanks for taking care of me.
Don't mention it. We're doctors. Taking care of patients is what we do.
That's right.
Well, you're quite the skilled doctors.
Oh, by the way, Mihara, when you return to Macilis, are you going to visit her?
Yes. I need to go see her. Yuni.
Aww. We'll get to see each other soon, kind of, briefly. I want to see... I think this kind of implies that maybe she remembers her a bit more now, too, because after the last wipe, I thought she didn't remember her. We'll see.
Hello there.
I believe I've seen you in the data. Mana, was it?
Yes. That's right. I heard you were sent to the repair center. How are you feeling?
Was Yuni one of the units I've unlocked? For a second, I thought Yuni was an SR, and I was like, what do you mean? You think I don't have Yuni? No, I have Yuni, I have Yuni.
Much better now, thanks to the good doctors.
Glad to hear it. As I'm sure you're aware, Siwin sent an urgent summons
Yeah,
for you.
memory wipes aren't 100% foolproof. There's definitely been people that approved it. There's stuff that comes through later on when it's not supposed to.
I heard it was because she wanted me to quit lazing about and get back to work.
Apparently the message was delivered sans
They
filter.
would say that.
That it was. Siwin has ordered that the Wordless squad be put back into action. After it was revealed that the culprits behind this terror attack were NIKKEs belonging to Macilis, our reputation has plummeted.
So this is just like absolutely in the trenches right now. Also, mana unit when? When can I pull mana?
We need results, and we're willing to do anything to achieve them. Therefore, every single one of our available squads, Matisse, MMR, Mighty Tools, Electric Shock, they're all being issued one command, and one command only. To fix the company's image by any means necessary.
I see.
For that reason, the Wardress squad has been ordered to go up to the surface and take down some rare rapture types.
You know what I feel like would be truly living the life? 2 danger suit ladies. Just like walk down the street with like Mana in one arm, Dala in the other arm. That would be the life. You would look so badass!
In other words, what we were originally meant to do.
Correct.
That's true. By any means necessary really proves they haven't learned anything after all this time, have they? Hello, Elsia.
Does that mean I no longer need to guard Siwin? According to the data I've received, that appears to have been our primary responsibility.
Is the reputation they're losing with the central government? Well, yeah, right? Like, the government would know what's going on. The other squads would know what's going on. Like, if the public wasn't told that it was an NIKKE, that's one thing. But all the internal businesses involved in, like, anything to do with the surface would all know. And a lot of them would probably be investors and stuff into, like, the different companies in NIKKE. Like, I'm sure there are business people that are in the public that got this information and know. Just not the general public. Hello, Leashade. It got out, yeah. That's what I mean by, like, it would slowly leak. Because there would be people, like, business figures that would have it. It's just not, like, in the news or anything. But it's probably, like, rumors. Hello, John and Cyril.
In light of everything that has occurred,
But I'd imagine some people figured it out.
that will no longer be necessary.
Makes sense. She was harmed by those who should have protected her. I can see why she doesn't want to keep us around anymore. I apologize for asking something so obvious.
No, it's fine.
When should we head to the surface?
It's always Macillus, it really is. It's always Macillus, or like, on the rare occasion, maybe Tetra if it's like a joke event.
As soon as possible.
Whenever
Within
it's a
week at
bad
the
thing,
latest.
it's always fucking Macillus.
Got it. I should hurry and go see Yuni.
Okay.
Can I ask you to show me the way? Is it okay for Yuni to be outside? Didn't Suen oppose it?
Like I told you, we have to achieve results by all the means at our disposal.
And at this point, that means not listening to Stuart, apparently.
It would appear that using Yuni was deemed more advantageous than keeping her confined.
Typical Macillus.
Besides, she has already been punished.
Punished?
She's a terrorist who caused unprecedented casualties.
It's not wrong. Like, even if she was driven to do it, that entire sentence is still true. That's why she still has to be held accountable.
A danger to society who nearly assassinated a CEO of one of the big three. It is a grave crime that she committed.
Even if that
and as a
CEO
consequence
deserved
of
it.
her
And now
actions-
Enoch's gonna sacrifice the CEO. Ah! I hope so. It hasn't happened yet, but I hope so. I'm so excited. No hints or anything, please. Just let me figure it out when I get there, but I'm excited.
She is no longer what she used to be.
What do you mean?
Mana stops in front of the thick door.
We've arrived. This is where they're keeping Yuni in solitary confinement. Go inside.
All right.
Twing. Mihara walks into the room. Was that a double voice? What the fuck is happening? Evil chicken noise?
What? Who is
Also,
this? They're too big to be Yuni.
This isn't Yuni. The fuck is this?
Where's Yuni?
I assure you that we're in the correct location.
What did she do? What is making the coo sound?
This is where Yuni is being kept.
Then, could it be?
Hello, Gustavo and Ruki. What the fuck, Yuni? It has pink hair, but that... Wait, is that like... Is that like a straitjacket type thing? Oh shit.
Yuni?
Can she even communicate?
Yes. That person over there is your partner, Yuni.
Oh shit. Hello, Clever and Panic Boy and friends. Shit. Hello, Kajimina. Oh no. Yuni can't communicate. How's she gonna cause Mihara pain now? Only emotional pain, but that's the wrong kind. That was, wow, that was... Yikes. Yikes. Let's see where that goes. What the hell?
That's Yuni?
Apparently. It's kind of fitting though, because now Mihara gets to experience it from the other side, like what it was like when Yuni felt like she lost Mihara because it wasn't quite right. Mihara looks again at the mysterious individual who's alleged to be Yuni. They're a hulking figure, bound with various straps, and their face covered with a mask. The only semblance of the past Yuni is the pink hair. The legs are reminiscent of those of her raptures. Okay, but when do we get to pull this as SSR Yuni? I want to fight with this. Or like a costume or something. I want this. Before her stands something neither human, nor NIKKE, nor rapture. No, it's looking like a final boss of the game more than Yuni.
What is this? I thought Yuni was a NIKKE.
Like I told you, her appearance has been altered.
As part of her punishment? Is that why she looks like this?
That's correct.
I see.
It's a weird punishment. Maybe it was like meant to take away her sense of self, or maybe it's just meant to confine her so that she's safer. I'm trying to figure out though if they made it so that she can't talk. Like don't tell me. I can't tell if they made it so that she can't talk, or if there's something like that's blocking her mouth from moving or something. I don't know. It's not really mutilation though. Because when you think about it, they are NIKKEs. Their bodies are regularly swapped in and out. Like you can get an arm taken off, put back on. It's the only thing that really has to remain consistent is the head. It's not that weird to like swap body parts and stuff. Yuni tilts her head. Her brain though is not there right now.
Can she not speak?
It would make sense if they had to give her a mind wipe too. Like that was the condition.
No. All of her language capabilities have been removed. That explains it. She can't talk to or understand us. That was her condition for being able to see Mihara. And that's disgusting! That's what Siwen deemed was necessary so that she could interact with Mihara, just take away all of her ability to actually fucking communicate? What the hell? I guess she can't be manipulated or manipulate other people this way, but... Wow. Yuni used her words to perpetrate her crime.
Also, I have no idea what was dropped, but I see spam, so thank you, Person Fire, for whatever it was. I don't... If I saw anything, especially if I said it, I don't really process. Whatever the spoiler was, thank you for hiding it. I did not process. If I said it, I still didn't process, so... No bonks! Just give a warning unless it was someone's, like, multiple offense, but just a warning to be careful. Whatever it was, you protected me, so thank you! Hello, Dillian Proust.
That's right.
As for her appearance... Although it is far from
Someone
typical,
said what Mana literally said. They might have said it beforehand.
As a NIKKE.
Just a reminder, no jumping the gun. Don't clarify anything, even if it's very obvious. Unless the game states it, don't clarify or tell me. So even if it's a spoiler for 5 seconds, like, just be really careful about that, yeah?
Therefore, her nymph was forcibly reinstalled. However, unless permitted,
that makes sense.
She will not be able to use any of her unique abilities.
I think that Yuni was too dangerous to not have a nymph. As much as I think the nymphs are fucked up, it makes sense to be able to prevent another tragedy like that. He's so much for the Vop House, just fucking wasted.
Within the Ark, she is permitted only to frequent the Rehabilitation Center and the MMR Research Lab. If, after going up to the surface, she does not return to the Ark promptly and punctually, her head will explode.
Dang. But what if the mission takes too long? It should be a control button like Crow and Viper had, although we've proved that there's communication issues that can block that. But it really shouldn't be just like automatic. Like, what if the mission takes too long? That's fucked up. There could be any number of reasons that she gets delayed.
What?
Do you see those restraints covering her chest?
Restraints? The one with the heart on it?
I was gonna say, it kind of looks like a heart. Hello, Golden Yumi. Hello, Mr. J.
Inside that is a bomb with a greater power than the chokers used by Exotic.
Oh, it's even stronger. I guess it makes sense. The ones with Exotic, they had to make sure that it'd be safe even if they were like right next to somebody. But Yuni is always alone, so that doesn't necessarily matter. We've also proven that Vipers didn't kill her, so we need ones that are stronger now. So that makes sense.
A bomb?
If she ventures too far from the Ark, or if she doesn't come back and get it swapped out for a new one, it will detonate. So, as I said before, you must not forget to have her report into the Ark regularly, even while she is carrying out a mission.
Yes, I understand.
Mihara looks at Yuni again.
Her legs. Have they fused them with Rapture's parts?
I was wondering that! Because the legs, they don't look human, they don't look even robotic. They look kind of like the stuff that the Raptors have. Like, they're little giant, like, they're like actual robot-looking legs, not NIKKE. And she's giving me like Chatterbox vibes right now, and I just do not enjoy this. Hello, Sixon, hello, Terabus and Nazzle. Also, thank you, Barbas, for 2 months. Save me from the accounting? I can't, unfortunately, I cannot. Please save me from accounting.
Yes.
Damn.
As you are a squad intended to eliminate Raptures,
Makes
some
sense.
upgrades were deemed necessary.
It actually makes perfect sense. For her to have Rapture legs that she can use to like chase after Raptures with, this actually... I mean, objectively, if she was in her right mind and could have made this decision for herself, I think it would make a lot of sense. But it seems very fucked up given the circumstances.
She underwent experimental surgery to see if enhancing NIKKEs with Rapture parts was possible.
Because you see, she would have had no say in this. I get that it's her punishment, though. And she did really fuck up, so like, she deserves punishment. But this is just like... I don't know. That's just gross. Man. Yeah, I agree. It's starting to feel less like punishment and more like not even masochism, like torture. Well, for one, yeah, because Yuni is not a masochist. It's not even just Suin being a sadist. It's like torture, experimentation. Like, this is cruel and unusual. Yeah. I think cruel and unusual is a good way to put it. It's also giving me one of my weird theories that maybe there are some humans that have some of the... I do think it's potential that the Raptors didn't entirely come from space. I think some of them could be made by people. And it's kind of also making me think about that because if they're using Rapture parts, they're almost turning Yuni into like a quasi-Raptor type thing. And it's like they're making a DIY heretic or something, but that they can fully control because it's not in the brain, it's just in the body, and it's weird. She attacked humans, so they made her less human. I feel like, I don't know, it makes sense, but it's also kind of a weird approach. It's like, now you're just separating her even more from the people you want her to protect. They were doing stuff like this in Red Ash. Yeah. Yeah, it's a crude human heretic. Well, NIKKE heretic. Still, all the heretics, as far as I know, are NIKKE, so other than maybe Chatterbox, who I still think it's a human, but anyway. Is a heretic bought from IKEA? Yeah.
Did Enoch decide that?
No. Ink's
True,
decision
in Red
was...
Ash it was the Raptors experimenting. It mentioned that there were like Raptors taking Nikke's and like Raptors and like smooshing them together and stuff. I think that was like some of the story with Cinderella and stuff. It's really fascinating. I can't wait to probably find out. Obviously, don't tell me if I will or not. But I can't wait to hopefully learn more about that in the main story when I get there. Hello, Frank.
To reinstall
It's a heretic at home. Yeah.
Have her dedicate the rest of her life to serving humanity, to compensate for the harm she caused. At least, that's my understanding of the situation. The order to carry out this surgery came from Jian.
Snow White does use raptor parts to repair herself, but also Snow White is Snow White eats rocks, okay? Snow White is a unique case in everything. Who is Jian? I've never heard that name before.
Jian?
Ah, right. You've been redeployed, so you wouldn't know. Jian is Xuan's half-sister.
What? I just kind of assumed with the amount of spoiled she is that Xuan was an only child. I was like, there's no way this person knows how to get along with other children, like, ever in her life. I don't know if it would be another brat, though. Or if the half-sister would be normal. I don't know. What if it was Xuan all along, and Xuan is, like, trapped in Jan's basement, pretending to be her, taking over her life? We never know. Well, I guess that wouldn't be the case, because, Mana spoke to Jan, so never mind. What if she's worse? Oh god, we're not ready. We're not ready if she's worse. I hope she's worse. I sincerely hope she's worse. I love me a good despicable character. I want to see someone so bad that they make Xuan have like almost a redemption arc, but not really because we still hate her. Hello, Vocal Gamer. She carried out this experiment. True. I just kind of assumed it was Xuan's decision. And like maybe she carried out, but I just clued in they kind of meant the opposite. Oh shit. So Xuan will do anything to save her. Okay, here's a good way to put it. Here's kind of my impression of them. It's similar to Ether in a way. My impression of them right now is that Xuan is more and someone who will do anything to protect her reputation and her own pride. Jian is more like a mad scientist who is so stuck on the can I do something that they don't think should I do the thing and will harm countless other people just to satisfy her curiosities. That's kind of the duality of them that I'm getting just from this very brief anything. And if that's the case, we are not ready for Jian. Holy shit! That type of character is terrifying. Ether, but less ironically. But the thing is, Ether behind the scenes is often redeemable. Like, she'll do things to try to, like, when she realizes things are really fucked up, she'll help people and be like, hey, just don't say I didn't help you or whatever. But I think Jian is actually, like, despicable, maybe. Also, hello, MJ. And I'm kind of excited.
Xuan has a half-sister? If Jian is so important, why isn't she mentioned in any official databases?
True. Wonder if she's a Nikke instead of a human.
She prefers staying out of the public eye.
She's a shut-in, just like me, for real.
Only those closest to Xuan, like you and the MMR squad, know of her existence.
Okay, so she's at least close to Xuan, whether that's good terms or bad terms. She's close to Xuan. It's not like Xuan like avoids her or never sees her.
In that sense, her involvement in Yuni's punishment this time is truly an exceptional
Sorry, my face
case.
goes crazy whenever I take a drink.
Why didn't Xuan handle it herself?
Xuan gets a searing headache whenever Yuni is brought up.
Ooh, the PTSD from the shot.
I heard that Jian reported it to Siyuen, but I don't know if she agreed to it.
I see.
That's all I know.
Yeah, even Siyuen would never do this to Yuni. Siyuen would kick her and torture her, but she wouldn't do this. Like, what Siyuen does is awful, but what Jian does is terrifying. I don't know if you guys can like tell a similar difference. It's hard to put into words, but like this is making me sick to my stomach. In a way that as someone who likes fucked up content, I'm like, whoa, this is. I'm just like getting my popcorn ready for this whole scene, but it's like it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, Jian is inhumane. Hello, can I play on Derek?
Do you have any more
Happy
questions?
Halloween! Yeah, the real Halloween all along was the side story. You love how we known Jian for 4 minutes and she's already literal saying we don't even know her yet. That's the fun part. She's only been mentioned.
Does Yuni still have her memories?
I will give a theory though on the anniversary. Whether it's the event or the new main story, my theory is that Jian is coming soon. And that's why they're releasing this side story now. Jian is coming soon. I think. That's exciting. Also, if she's already in it, don't tell me. I'm not gonna look at chat. But I feel like we're probably gonna get her soon. The side stories always tend to have something relevant to what's about to happen, so.
You mean before the punishment?
Yes.
This is like her brief introduction to kind of give us an estimate of how fucking awful she is before she shows up.
In the process of reinstalling the nymph, it is common to enact a memory wipe in order to prevent a mind switch. We cannot know for sure if Yuni underwent that process.
Oh no. So she could have gone through like the torture of having the nymph installed. She had her nymph installed without even giving a memory wipe, and she still has her memories. So she knows everything, but she's been reduced to this, and she can't even like fully process her memories or understand like what is going on or communicate back. What the fuck?
All the experimental procedures were conducted in secret by a team composed only of GN and those she designated. Not even the MMR researchers could access files on it.
That is messed up.
I see.
Yeah, that's literally life-altering surgery to the point of having a whole new fucking body that's made of rapture, by the way, while being like alive and knowing what's happening and remembering your past self and then waking up and seeing this monstrosity.
Do you have any more questions?
I think that says a lot. The fact that not even Ether knows, with how much weird research Ether does, the fact that Ether doesn't know about this is too fucked up for Ether. Otherwise, they would have told her. That's insane. How is Destiny divided?
No, I think that's all.
All right. Then I'll take my leave.
Thank you for showing me the way.
Mana leaves the room. Shit.
Sorry about that.
At least with the spare bodies, they could, in theory, put Yuni back in her regular body. Someday. Maybe, but this as an alt would be kind of cool, though.
We were talking amongst ourselves and acting like you didn't exist.
I am glad I didn't have this version of Yuni spoiled. I had something else spoiled, but it wasn't Yuni, luckily. I had no idea that was coming. The twitching in the model is really what like bothers me and is so disturbing. Every once in a while, you just see it full twitch. Oh.
We should have been more considerate. My goodness, I haven't even introduced myself yet. Hello, I'm Mihara. You're Yuni, right? I believe we're supposed to be working together. We're a team now, so we should try and get along. So, what do you like, Yuni?
I just imagine Mihara asking Yuni, being, so, what do you like, Yuni? And Yuni just punches her. And then she's like, well, me too. Suddenly they're besties again. I mean, technically Yuni doesn't need language capabilities anyway, because I did read Yuni's Bond story before. You know, they have their own form of communication, right? She doesn't need words to communicate. They got this down. I feel like the rapture body will just make it even easier, if nothing else.
Huh? Yuni?
Oh, it's crying. I don't know if that's just the design in the mask, but it looks like there's tears coming out.
What's wrong? Are you hurt?
Yuni starts writhing and howling. Hello, Akuya.
What's wrong? Calm down.
Mihara hugs Yuni tightly. Yuni stops writhing.
Good, that's it.
Holy shit.
Try and calm down. Good job. What was that? Were you trying to tell me something?
God, it's just fucked up. The more I hear her not being able to talk, the more it's just like, ugh.
Huh? Sorry.
It makes sense though, because now she can't, like, trick other people into doing awful stuff, but it just, I don't know, it feels like there's certain lines you should never cross, even as punishment, and I kind of feel like this is very much kind of crossing those lines.
I can understand what you're saying. It feels like she wants to tell me something. But does she even understand what I'm saying?
Feels like one of those who's really the bad guy moments. Well, I mean, she did kill many people. For no good reason at all. But it's so fucked up. Because she was manipulated into it too, and it's like, she genuinely was sorry, and what do? They just like fuck up her brain and her body. It's one thing to have just your brain fucked up or just your body fucked up, but like, she's basically had every ounce of what makes her Yuni ripped away from her. And it's just so fucked up. I hope the head is intact and there's a way to fix it, because they could, in theory, use a spare body and like fix this problem. If there's a way to use the nymph to like reset it and fix it, but like, man, this is really messed up. I feel like, yeah, a mind wipe would have been more kind in this situation. Like, a mind wipe would have solved the problem by getting rid of her memories of everything that happened and forcing her to lose her identity, but this is just torture. Like, this is literally just, oh hey, she's a bad person, so we have an excuse to torture her. Also, hello, Jane.
It almost sounds like she's crying. But it also sounds like she's intentionally repeating the same sound over and over. Is it just my imagination? If this is what our communication is going to be like, and we're supposed to be going out on missions together, this could be a problem.
If they did this to Yuni, imagine what's being done to Crow. Hopefully my theory of will we someday get Heretic Crow, that would be fun. That's a good point, Shadow Knight. What Jen did to Yuni is more personal. It is. Because Yuni did try to kill Suen, right? So it would be a lot more personal. So it's not just a hey, we have to actually punish you. It's a I'm going to torture you for what you did to my sister. I hadn't thought about it from that angle, but that makes perfect sense. She is torturing her. It's not like torture or being cruel for the sake of it. This is revenge. Assuming she cares about Suen, it's said that only people very close to Suen even know that Jan exists, so my guess is they're pretty close. That's my best guess anyway. Anyway, before we do the next cutscene, I'm going to take a quick break and run to the washroom. I still want to voice the Bond stories if there's time, but I first have to go and refill my water and run to the washroom. So I will be back in a few minutes. Give me a sec, okay? I gotta make sure the clips are working because they are not. I have to reset them every time. This is so annoying. Okay, now it should work. Pam, don't die! Don't look at the eye! Pam, you're dead. You're so dead. Hold on, Pam. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Go on without me. Go on without me. Yeah! Let's go! Last run, Bob! Okay. Got it.
I'll take that.
Stealing is fun. Meeple Winters. Here you go.
Day at the office. Hangover, Goldine.
Oh, you're playing Pokemon too.
I hate this.
I hate the older one's nice.
Oh
What
my God.
the fuck? That is not Pokemon.
It wants to die. It begs for death.
What is that? What is that?
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I really hate it. It looks like it's straining to escape its tentacruel body.
Thank you for putting it out of its misery.
I put it.
Oh my god. I'm Shadow Skylar and Tatted Focus on Pietro. I know about Pokemon. Literally let the man die thinking he was invincible. But listen. I got this screenshot. You have to admit, this is kind of worth it, right? This is kind of worth it. I'm just saying, it's kind of a banger screenshot. Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? So Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by a smooth criminal. Da 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 na 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 Is it like when you pull back the curtain and realize every wrong is right? The world's rusty like a dirty razor. The edge is calling tonight. The edge is calling tonight! The edge is calling tonight! The sun is setting, darkness taking over. A date with chaos and you're dressed in the night! Shit up, let's salt! Road to destruction that is true and tried. You walk the path laid before you. The call of reason you refuse to abide. Necessities and invented mother, promising something that she cannot provide. She is the hand that rocks the cradle, the wind that breaks the bow and leaves you to die. And then she leaves you to die. And then she leaves you to die.
Because unlike the other squads, we're a penal unit. Not the penal.
God damn it. That's still affecting us even now?
Rough night.
Yeah. Not even in the fight. Guys, just no big deal. Just die. Just die. Die. You were so close, Ale, but you failed. You failed the crucial moment. Oh, there you go. Ah! That's what I love to see. Everyone dead just for me. Okay, now let's go. My face is freezing. We might not be able to redo the other dungeon, but that's fine. We already did this one. How did they? Wait, is he grabbing someone else's ass? Fuck you, Mimidoa! You don't just. This little perverted old Lalafell. This little bastard. This little bastard. Look at this little shit. Look at this little shit. Look at this little shit. What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with this fucking Lala? Anime is not real life. You need to learn not to do shit like that, Mimidoa. That might be fine in your anime, but you can't just do that. No. You see a cat girl on the street, you cannot just go rub her booty. Well, fuck you, Mimidoa. I'm gonna have a word. We're gonna look down on you and have a word. I have to give him this golden feather. I'd rather shove it through his eyeball. Yeah, I found it. I punched the Lala. I've never been so tempted in my life. And I got to show Akka my juicy buns, and I got to show her some good pork to buy.
And I saw her juicy buns.
They're massive. They're massive and so juicy.
They were so.
But you have to eat them when they're hot, otherwise they're just disappointing. When they cool down, it's nasty. Okay, you didn't finish them in the end. I think I might be able to get a good one this time. Oh yeah! Oh shit! I'm gonna show off something over here first. Do you like my knife? What you got there? A knife! Oh no! Hey! What do you guys think? Oh, I miss my cursed pixel line. I should use it more often. Oh, the video is playing again, sorry. I forgot that it was gonna autoplay. I killed it. It's fine. You already saw it. We don't need to see it again. Alright, I just realized that the YouTube chat is like off center a little bit. Hold on. Keep typing stuff in YouTube chat. I need to move it. It's bothering me. Okay, now it's like good, I think. Okay, let's jump back into the story. But I did see one thing in chat that I do want to disagree with real quick though. I saw, well, yes and no. I saw one person say they don't feel bad about her because she only feels bad about what she did to Mihara. Yes and no. My feelings on that are because of what she did to Mihara, she realized what she did to everyone else. So it is kind of only because of what she did to Mihara, but because of what she did to Mihara, she realized how much she fucked up and hurt everyone. And I think more than anything, that is the important part. I just realized redeems have accidentally been off the whole time. I'm sorry. I think I fixed it maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it very much, the way she was reacting to me very much felt like she realized and actually felt bad. How long for long? Okay, there we go. Now they're working. Nice! I gotta clean them up and reset them. Make everything working a bit better. How did something get thrown at my face? There wasn't a super or anything. Why did my face get pummeled? I don't know. The next day we ate another dumpling. Mihara goes to see Yuni.
Hi, Yuni. How have you been? Can you eat?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that NIKKE don't actually have to eat. It just prevents them from having a mind switch. So there's no way they would take that mask off to feed Yuni. They just wouldn't.
Did you sleep well? Again, that same sound.
I feel like somehow she'll get around it, even if it's just they converse through pain again. They'll somehow work around the sound problem. I'm very confident of that. Sorry, all my tabs got messed up. I'm good now.
Is it really just a crying sound? Can't you make any other sounds? Forget it. It's nothing.
I saw that. Are you sure it's a mask? I think it's a mask just because the way the hair is coming out from behind it. But if it was a face, it would actually make sense because if you took away her ability to communicate and her language, taking away her facial expression would make sense because that's another form of communication. The next day.
Hi, Yuni. Have you been well today? We should prepare for the missions we've got to do up on the surface. So why don't we come up with some hand signals today? Hand signals just for us. Huh?
It's just like, but I don't have arms, Mihara. They're strapped in here. That's what I was thinking about at Pearson Fire. I think it's probably a mask, but like maybe straight on welded to her face because they can, right? And exactly, Golden Umi. That's how I thought about it too. Yeah. At least if you have no language, you can express yourself with your face. Having actually no way to communicate, like, I'm just fixing my mic a bit. That's just really messed up.
That sound again. This really is a problem. Communication is impossible like this.
That's the point.
And we don't have much time.
Actually, there's another reason I think Jian did this to punish for what happened to Suyin. And it's because the exact sentence that Yuni herself said. She said, please, just let me speak one single sentence to Mihara. So Jian really said, fine. I'll let you talk to Mihara, but you're never saying a single sentence. Basically, this shut up Yuni. And gave her what she wanted while taking away the entire reason she wanted it.
I will say that you look cuter each time I see you. Maybe I could try talking to you more.
The day after.
Coo.
That's so sad.
You're clearly speaking with a deliberate rhythm.
I did play that of in Florencia, yeah, I really liked it.
I know you're doing more than crying. You're trying to tell me something. Yuni,
She's trying.
what are you trying to say? What do you want to tell me? This can't go on. I have to figure this out somehow.
Somehow she'll get it. This side story is a lot longer than the other one. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to voice act the Bond stories. I thought this one was gonna be really short, but now I'm thinking it's like regular length, maybe? We'll see.
Have you ever dealt with wild animals?
I was really young.
Excuse me?
Did you say wild animals?
Yeah. Yuni has been fraternizing with some rough customers in the rehabilitation center, so she's become a bit feral.
Probably having like fighting contests with Guilty.
Are you saying that Yuni's demeanor is savage in nature, even around you? To the point where you can't communicate?
No, it's because there's literally a block. She wants to communicate, but she can't figure out how.
That's not it. She can't speak, but she still listens to me. Actually, she's kinda cute.
So she listens to you, but you're unable to communicate? That doesn't make any sense.
It's proving that she really wants to communicate, though.
Pepper, let's not dig too deep into this. I'm sure there are numerous reasons why Mihara chose to use the wild animal metaphor to describe the situation. Isn't that right, Mihara?
Precisely. Thank you for being so considerate.
I see.
It's like when you're trying to communicate with like a scared animal or something. It doesn't mean you're being like, wow, they're feral. It's like this animal's trying to tell me something, but I can't understand it because we don't communicate the same way.
It's okay. That tells me you're concerned about me. So thanks, Pepper.
Mihara, do you want to speak with the person you're talking about?
No. I think that's impossible for many reasons. Her not being able to speak is a form of punishment.
I see.
If she finds another way to communicate, they'd probably take it away again, unfortunately.
So, you just want to be able to be understood?
I love a certified idea. Oh no, is it even worse in Japanese? That's so painful.
Yes. Just being able to communicate is enough. With how she is now, I can't imagine us being able to carry out missions together.
If communication is your main
That's
goal...
true, though. How are they supposed to do missions if they can't communicate? Like, that's a safety issue. They can't communicate, like, when they need to. That could be a life or death situation. And, man, they did this to her on purpose.
I think you'd be better off consulting with an animal expert.
An animal expert?
Have you heard of the Happy Zoo Squad?
I'm pretty sure I've seen their name pop up
I
in
don't know
some
if they
documents.
would be able to help with this, though. Oh, 1 sec, hold on. I clicked all the wrong tabs again.
They're a squad formed for the purpose of animal protection.
That's right. Animals are their specialty, and one of them is especially skilled in handling wild animals.
Oh, you mean Leona? She would definitely be helpful.
My thoughts exactly.
Leona?
She's a NIKKE who walks around with a super cute and oversized lion.
Come again?
Timmy is the cutest, and he's huge.
He is so huge. Leona seems tall already, and then Timmy is giant.
That makes him even cuter.
Yeah, presuming story relevant is pretty exciting.
Really?
Would it be comparable to animal communication? I don't think so. I think it makes sense as a metaphor, but I can't see how Leona would really be able to help very much. In terms of the metaphor of, like, I know they're communicating, but I don't understand, it makes sense. Like, because there's just a barrier, like, that communication doesn't make sense. But I don't think the same strategies would work, because at the end of the day, Yuni's brain is still human.
I'd love to meet him in person.
Would you like us to contact Leona?
Would that be okay?
Of course. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to help. Is your friend able to come out here with you?
Sorry, but I don't think that's possible. Leona would have
That's
to come
true.
to the rehabilitation center.
I may not have caught up in time for Annie this time, but I did get to chapter 24 in time to, like, get up to Wordless right when it released. So in a way, that's really nice in itself. I managed to at least catch up for something else that I didn't even know was coming. So, you know, maybe our pacing was perfect all along.
So she'd have to sign a confidentiality agreement?
JP is disquieting. It's just like painful moaning. Oh no.
Probably.
Oh, it'd be so sad.
All right. I'll run it by her and see if she's okay with it.
I kind of like the idea of it just being moaning more. I think it makes more sense than like having it be an actual syllable. If the language ability was ripped away, just like making noises would make more sense, I think.
Thank you.
Instead of
I'll
always
make
a
sure on my end
syllable
to
that
get
takes
approval
like
for a
an
visitor at
effort
the
to
center.
form.
Sounds good. I'll contact you when I've got news.
Dang.
Nice to meet you.
Alright,
My name's Mihara.
let's see how this goes. If they can find a way. Find a way to somehow make the communication work.
And I'm Leona. This is Timmy.
It's nice getting to hear more of Leona, too.
Oh my. I've heard a lot about you, Timmy.
Oh! I love Timmy.
You're just as cute and cuddly as everyone says.
Okay, but honestly though, would you take a nap on Timmy? Just like if Timmy rolls over for belly rubs or whatever, would you just like curl up in the fluff and take a nap? Because you can't tell me you would not want to take a nap in that fluff. No!
Timmy's a bit shy.
Timmy seems to have a thing for Mihara.
Anyway, Mary told me the whole sordid tale. So you want to know how to talk to someone who's become beastly?
I really don't like the way they worded that. I don't know whether it was a translation thing or a writing thing, but I really don't like the way they phrased that.
Thank you for coming. I know I'm asking a lot of you.
Not at all. In fact, this is quite easy. Now, can you take me to this person you speak of?
Hi, Yuni.
Is it a temp voice for Leona? It sounds kind of close, but like the energy seemed wrong the more I heard it, so I wonder. That's true though, Leona has no context outside of what she's been told. Thinking about it that way, it's a little less harsh. The way she's been told is weird then. Yeah, that's kind of Leona impression is kind of what it sounded like. It sounded like someone trying to sound like Leona, but not quite. But it's close. Hello, Darkwell. And hello, Forest M team.
It's me, Mihara. I brought some guests today. Would you like to come out and meet them?
So it's Mihara, Pepper, and Leona, so it's only those 3 that have temps. Okay.
Wait! Don't tell me this is...
Okay.
Yes. This is my partner, Yuni. This is what has become of her.
I know the name. She was a NIKKE from your squad. But her legs...
Yeah...
She may look a bit different, but she's still a NIKKE. These changes to her appearance were part of her punishment.
I see. And I presume the reason why we had to sign a confidentiality agreement is because this is supposed to be kept under wraps.
It's... The one thing I don't like about Leona's temp VA, and why I really liked it when I heard one line, they're putting so much effort into sounding like Leona that I feel like they're kind of losing the emotion of the scene a bit. Which is why I don't always like to do impressions when I do voices from the game, and I kind of do my own thing. When you focus so hard on an impression, it's hard to put, like, all the emotion into it. And if anything is going to come at a cost, I never want it to be the emotion.
Precisely. They don't want word leaking out of these experiments with NIKKEs and raptures being merged.
Also, TGM, thank you for the super! Can finally see me in higher quality than 240p. Let's go!
I can
I'm glad
finally
your
see you
internet's
in
okay.
higher quality than 240p. Let's go.
I can imagine. It would be the bombshell to end all bombshells. So, she can't speak anymore?
No. That's why I asked for your help.
I understand. We'll do our best.
Leona stares into Yuni's eyes for a long time.
Hello. I'm Leona. This lion is Timmy. May I come closer?
Also, hello, TGM on Twitch.
Mihara. I'm sorry, but can you move to the door?
Huh? Sure.
Hello, specific gamer. Mihara steps back. Yuni looks back at Mihara.
As I thought, Yuni can't take her eyes off you. No matter who appears or speaks to her, you seem to be her top priority.
I am?
Oh, my heart.
Yes. If you come forward again, her eyes will follow you.
Mihara steps forward again. Yuni follows Mihara with her gaze. No.
You're right.
This may make it a bit difficult for me to understand what Yuni is saying. The most important point in communication is a desire in both parties to convey a message to the other.
True. If someone's not even willing to try to communicate, there's no two-way communication going on. Hello, Zevie.
Yuni, however, doesn't seem to care about anyone but you.
Conveying a message.
Whether it's an expression of panic, love, or any other emotion. If someone doesn't look at the other person and doesn't have a genuine desire to convey anything, it doesn't matter who you put in front of them. They simply won't be able to converse, regardless of any linguistic barriers.
I see.
True. Whereas there's also people who like don't even speak the same language or can barely communicate, but they can communicate in other ways so well. Like they just understand each other, you know?
In other words, Yuni wants to talk to you.
It's cute and sad. She wants to, but she can't.
Wouldn't you?
You want to talk to me, Yuni?
might not be easy. But if you both want to talk, there is still hope. First, let's try communicating the way I talk to Timmy.
Let's see how that goes. I don't know if the same communication would work, but maybe parts of it would or something.
First, you have to look into each other's eyes.
Kind of hard with the mask, although at least the holes are there. Because the tears were coming out, so the holes must go all the way through, not just be like mesh.
How come?
There's a wealth of information contained in the eyes. You can understand a lot, even without words.
True.
Yuni.
Mihara looks at Yuni.
Can you lower your head a little bit? I want to look into your eyes. Maybe she doesn't understand.
If it seems like your words aren't getting through,
That's the
try
thing, though.
expressing
The
yourself
words
with
might
your
not
body.
be getting through because they said that they didn't say they took away her ability to speak. They said they took away her language capabilities. So anything that's a form of language is probably not going to be understood. They probably just like instincts injected what she's supposed to do, so she knows what to do, but like working with her would be near impossible. If they took away her language capability, like you can't give orders, you can't give warnings, you can't say nice things, you can't really do anything.
Use physical touch to communicate.
Oh no. You see, Yuni and Mihara have a history with physical touch. It might be a little harder than Leona thinks.
Physical touch.
Mihara reaches out to Yuni.
Yuni, come here.
Yuni lowers her head, bringing herself closer to Mihara.
She really approached me.
Next, cup her cheeks with your hands.
Yuni, I'm just going to touch you for a moment, okay?
Mihara cups Yuni's cheeks.
And look into her pupils.
You have to be careful though, by the way. Don't just go up to an animal that's afraid of you and try this. Please don't do this. So even with dogs, a lot of dogs take that as a sign of aggression. You have to have like a really, I don't know, necessarily trusting or like a certain type of relationship. Because looking a dog in the eyes is like an assertive thing that makes some dogs get really mad. My dog loves it. She will like climb up onto my shoulder. Like she will literally try to climb my body so that she can stare me straight in the eyes and then just like fall asleep. So like my dog loves it if I cup the sides of her cheek. That's like her favorite. She'll run over to me and like nuzzle me until I put my hands on her cheeks and stare into her eyes. But like most dogs, you can't do this. Yeah, don't look a stranger's dog in the eyes. It's dangerous. Mihara quietly looks into Yuni's eyes, which are partially hidden behind the mask. They are fixated solely on her.
Oh my goodness. You have such beautiful eyes, Yuni. It's a shame I couldn't see them all that well. What with them being hidden behind this mask. I should have looked closer earlier. I should have tried harder. I'm sorry,
To be
Yuni.
fair, Mihara tried so goddamn hard. She did like everything she could. Yuni shakes her head desperately.
Are you saying no? Oh.
Mihara looks into Yuni's unwavering eyes.
Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Maybe the intent, at least.
Have you understood everything I've been saying this whole time?
I guess they took away the part of language processing then that's responding, but she understands, like, people talking to her. She just can't respond back.
I should have known earlier. There's so much to see in your eyes. glad I finally got a good look at you. I feel more like I can face the world now. Yuni, could you tell me again what you've been trying to say to me all this time?
Yuni's eyes start to tremble, and she avoids Mihara's gaze.
Yuni? Is it a hard story to tell? Can you not look me in the eye while you say it?
Yuni shakes her head.
Then, could you tell me?
She feels so guilty.
I want to know what you're saying.
She probably just wants to apologize. Yuni, whose eyes were wandering, cautiously looks back at Mihara.
Thank you so much for today.
You did all the work. All I did was show you the way.
I couldn't have done it without your advice. Thanks to you, I know Yuni understands what I'm saying. That alone is more than I could have asked for.
She didn't even know if Yuni was understanding at all.
I'm glad I could
That makes
help.
sense, though. I guess now Yuni can like be given orders and warnings and stuff safely.
So, do you have any idea what Yuni wants to say?
To be honest, I'm still not sure. However, the fact she's hesitant to speak while looking into my eyes bothers me.
Because she feels bad.
She has something she wants to say to me,
Yes, either.
but it feels too hard to say while looking at me. What could that be?
Obviously, guilt.
Whenever Timmy does that, it usually means he's done something wrong.
Yeah, it's like, again the whole dog thing. Like, when your dog did something really bad, and they know that they did something bad, there's like the head down, looking at everything but your eyes.
Oh, really?
Or when he wanted something but was too embarrassed to ask for it.
Want something.
Probably in both of these in this case, kind of like wants forgiveness, but hesitant to ask because feels guilty and doesn't know if deserves it.
One thing is for sure. The answer to this problem lies within Yuni.
I was thinking the same.
If you can figure out what kind of person Yuni was in the past, and what she thought of you.
I mean, Yuni wasn't the best person in the past.
You'll know what it is
For
that
quite
she
a long
wants to
time,
tell
actually.
you.
You're right.
As long as you don't give up. And keep trying to understand her. Yuni will eventually be able to get through to you and convey what she wants to tell you.
When the dog does that when they take a piss on the floor or at the door. At least they made it to the door. They have the right idea. They just couldn't hold their bladder. Yeah, they know that's kind of the right idea, almost. Door's close. Not quite, but close.
Fortunately, she clearly has a desire to talk to you. I'm sure you'll be able to have a conversation like before.
Yeah, conversation.
Thank you.
BDSM session, more like it with those two.
I think I have an idea of how to proceed.
Glad to hear it.
Even Timmy is proud.
Sounds like Timmy is cheering you on as well.
Thank you, Timmy.
Mihara pets Timmy's head.
Well, we ought to get going. Next time we meet, I hope to see you both talking to each other.
I'll do my best.
Leona and Timmy leave.
Yuni's past and my past. I wonder if that place is still intact.
Interesting way to look at it.
The Wordless squad.
And then can kind of try to just move into the future, move forwards, and make a new Yuni and Mihara dynamic.
In the wake of Project Matisse, Suen, the Macillus industry
The door was
CEO,
open!
created NIKKE's harnessing her unique technology.
Then I don't know what to say. The dog just, yeah. I don't know.
Having failed to measure up to the feats accomplished by her predecessors.
Wait a second. This explains a lot about Yun. She's still a terrible person, but hear me out. I understand a lot more now why Yun might have been driven to become the way she is. I don't think she was always like this. The thing is, that's a lot, kind of an inferiority complex. That is a lot of weight to have on her shoulders. If she feels like she is failing everybody and not living up to the reputation of such a big company that was like thrust upon her shoulders, she might be desperate to do anything to prove that she, like, not even just to everyone, but to herself, that she's capable. But she's not understanding that in her desperation, she has taken things way the fuck too far. And it's coming off as outwardly, like, very selfish. And it is. It's still very selfish. But it's not necessarily just because of... I always thought it was coming from a place of, I'm the best. I have so much pride. I'm the best. I can't fall from grace. I'm the best. Which it is, but it's less along the lines of like, ha! Hair flip, like, I know I'm the best. And it's a lot more coming from the place of, everyone thinks I'm the best, and I'm letting them down. But I can't afford to let them down. So I have to do whatever it takes to not let them down. Like, I don't have the option to let them down. And while she's still doing awful things, so I can't forgive anything she's done, and she deserves her punishment at the moment, but it's like, I can understand her a bit better now as a person. I think I've been looking at her from the wrong angle the entire time. She's not a spoiled brat. She is terrified. And in being afraid of falling, she's become a monster, essentially.
She intended for the NIKKEs from Project Wordless to establish her.
And then instead of establishing her, they go and kill half the Ark. Well, not half the Ark, but you know what I mean. A decent chunk of people is not good.
As a force to be reckoned with in the field of NIKKE development. Mihara and Yuni. The Wordless squad, consisting of 2 NIKKEs, was initiated with the success of Matisse in mind. Aiming to eliminate heretics, the project also intended to develop NIKKEs which specialized in taking down raptures. However, the Wordless squad's abilities failed to meet expectations.
So even the thing that was supposed to be like her magnum opus failed.
Their attempts to eliminate their first target, the raptured chatterbox, were unsuccessful, and their missions often resulted in failure. Furthermore, it was revealed Yun had a commander carrying out illegal jobs for her.
Damn.
As a result, Yuni and Mihara were to be subjected to a memory wipe.
Illegal jobs. That was me!
Eventually, the project became more of a burden than a blessing, and something that was to be kept from the outside world. Within Masilis, it came to be known as Yun's Folly.
So she has no respect from the other CEOs now. She already had a complex from having no respect because she was given an impossible status to uphold. But now she has no respect because instead of doing anything useful to try to, like, actually improve, she fell to things that could have ruined everyone's efforts. Damn. Yeah, we were not the first. No. They said many missions. It's like over time, she just didn't live up to expectations, basically ever. Mihara stops in front of a door inside the Masilis Research Institute. Mihara looks at the nameplate on the door.
Yuni.
Well, Jamie Velasquez, yeah, she never learned from her mistakes, though that's true. The only way to get better is to learn from your mistakes. So if you're not willing to learn from your mistakes and improve, that was Yuen's folly. Instead of learning from her mistakes, improving, or hell, even admitting she's not good enough. And maybe finding someone else to be the CEO of Marcellus. She just did bad shit. Oh, Tetsuya. She went for a high-risk, high-reward play but failed. But it never should have been made in the first place, because you can't just throw other people's lives on the line like that. Hello, Tankmeister. Mihara opens the door. Mihara looks around Yuni's room.
I knew it.
Yeah. The simple room is outfitted with the bare essentials. A desk, an open wardrobe, a bare mattress, drawers, some empty boxes, and a trash can. Everything else has disappeared.
Everything has been disposed of. They took everything for reference, and she's a criminal. What's left?
Mihara looks into the trash can.
Just trash.
Amongst the refuse, she catches a glimpse of torn remnant from a photo.
A photo?
Mihara picks up the piece of the photo. In the torn photo, Mihara is shown smiling. That's something we haven't seen her do genuinely in such a long time. She has her hand on someone's shoulder. Mihara pours out the contents of the trash can onto the desk. Aww. Among the scattered trash, she finds more pieces of the photo. Mihara gathers the torn fragments and attempts to piece them together.
Is this Suen?
In the completed photo, Mihara stands behind Suen and a girl with pink hair. Mihara is smiling and has her hand on the pink-haired girl's shoulder.
I recognize this pink hair. My head... it hurts.
Dang, I feel like she might actually get her memories back. Remember when we said memory wipes don't always work? I feel like it's gonna come back to her.
Do we really need to take this? The team said it needed to be taken
But it's like jumbled.
He's right. The PR team requested it. They said they would use it for an article later.
What kind of article?
Marcellus' new CEO, Suen, finally perfects independent NIKKE manufacturing technology. That's what they were thinking for the title.
It's a good one.
The PR team is really
I
going
really
all
like
out
the song
this time
playing
around.
right now.
Suen, can you help us out?
It made me cry. It's one of those like really nostalgic, lonely feeling songs. Like this could have easily been a song that fit in like Hotel Dusk or something.
Fine, I'll do it.
Me, come here.
Mihara maybe has brain damage? I disagree. I feel like because of the brain damage, maybe the nymph that was like supposed to wipe it and everything is malfunctioning. Maybe the memories never got wiped in the first place with like a memory wipe. Maybe what happens is more along the lines of they get like rewritten. But if the old data is there somehow, maybe it can still be accessed. It's just no one knows that, or you're not supposed to talk about that or something, you know?
Of course. Come here.
It's like how when people have amnesia, it can come back. Similar concept is how I saw it.
You
like forced amnesia.
Stand next to Suen?
Don't just stand there like a bunch of idiots. Stand up straight for the picture. You're NIKKE's that I created personally. I can't have you going around looking foolish.
Okay, Suen.
Mihara's so done.
Great. You photo together. I'm happy. It's a day, isn't Mihara?
She got it. She got it. She got there.
This memory.
Mihara looks at the photo again.
It's Yuni.
They said they cleared everything. But there are still photos left.
The song is beautiful. I'd love to play this on Whistle if I can figure out what the song is called. I don't have the sheet music of it, but it's just stunning.
Mana?
What brings you here?
Let's keep going. I like this short story though.
The fact
I'm
you've
kind
come
of
to
glad
Yuni's
that I
room
did
tells
end
me-
up getting to 24 when I did, because this story feels really satisfying. Even if I don't get to play the anniversary event with the full context, this feels like a big milestone event, even though it's just a side story. It's really well done. I'm enjoying it a lot. Like, I expected the side story to be like some tiny thing that's kind of fun if you play it, but if you don't, it's irrelevant. But like, this is some heavy shit. Like, this could have very easily been a main chapter in the game, and it still would have been satisfying. Like, this is high quality shit. Suen has an inferiority complex because she's the lesser of her half-sister. No, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. Her sister either couldn't become CEO and never lets her live it down because she thinks she deserves it more, or her sister chose not to be CEO despite being the only one qualified, and Suen doesn't even want to be there and is forced to like uphold the company. But like, the sister definitely sounds better with technology if she can make fucking Rapture Uni. Like, the sister's crazy.
You want to know more about Yuni and me, is that right?
Is that what you think?
Yes.
You should have been able to glean information about your past from the data, right?
I didn't expect it to contain everything. Especially stories pertaining to a convicted criminal like Yuni. Certainly at least those would be omitted, right?
That's right. A newly manufactured NIKKE cannot have sympathy for criminals or be otherwise influenced by their ideology. Especially in light of the fact you were suspected of being Yuni's accomplice.
I mean, to an extent, but she also didn't fully understand what was happening.
They would have been extra vigilant about erasing such information.
That's why I came here. I hoped to find something in Yuni's old room that could tell me more about her.
Are you for me?
Also, TJ, thank you for the share!
But there's nothing except this photo.
There's hardly any reason for them to leave a criminal's belongings intact.
So, Anna, could you tell me about us?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Fine. Then why did Yuni do what she did?
I can't tell you.
Oh, if she found out, she'd be heartbroken.
Why did she shoot Suen?
She'd be so heartbroken if she knows the reason.
I can't tell you.
She'd feel responsible.
Okay, so I can't ask about anything related to the attack. Then, can I ask about Suen?
What about her?
Did Suen hate us?
Yes and no. It sounds like they were the stain of Suen's existence. But it's not as simple to boil it down as hating them. It's more I think they were just reminders of her own failure. They made her hate herself.
I heard we were always together. Did she keep us close simply so she could hurl abuses our way?
Even when she was taking it out on them, which is wrong, by the way, they didn't deserve it. When she was taking it out on them, it was her hatred towards herself that she was taking out on them. Not just actually thinking they're useless. Like when she was pummeling them, being like, "You're useless, useless, scrap metal!" That was her anger coming out that she failed and couldn't do better. Yeah, they're a reflection of her failure, exactly. While Yuni too, but while Siwon is still a fucked up piece of shit who did things that are even more unforgivable than like some of the others, it adds a lot of depth to her character, I think. It's not a redemption arc. You cannot forgive Siwon for what she's done. But it adds a lot of depth and dimension. And I think that's very powerful. Also, the YouTube account, Obliterator and Precursor.
Uh-huh. Because we were failures?
I don't know. Only Siwon would know what Siwon was thinking.
I suppose you're right. Maybe I should go find her then.
Mihara.
Sorry. I went too far, I know. But I hope you understand how desperate I am.
Why are you so curious?
Atonement arc for the three of them? Nah, I don't actually think Siwon deserves forgiveness. Which is why I think the punishment of her becoming an Nikke, guys, that's where I left off. Don't tell me where that goes. I don't know where that goes yet, but that's why I feel like that is the most satisfying thing I might have read in the entire story so far. Because now she'll be the one on the other side, understanding what it's like. And I think the other thing too is that now she won't necessarily die. Nikke die in battle, but they don't die of old age. So she might be stuck as CEO forever. Just constantly. Oh, it's messed up. Hello, Flarebot, and hello, Lordius.
Why? At first, it was in hopes of making our communication a little smoother, for the sake of these upcoming missions. But as I met with Yuni day after day, I found myself becoming curious. I wondered what kind of person Yuni was.
She was a Nikke in the same squad as yourself. She committed a terrorist act, and mistakenly shot you in the head when her intended target was Siwon. What more is there to know?
It's just... Yuni seems to desperately be trying to tell me something.
What do you mean?
Coo, 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 coo. She's always making this sound. Every time she sees me, she'll look me right in the eyes and make that sound. At first, I thought it was just her moaning. But once I looked into her eyes, I knew it was something else.
So sad.
She's trying to tell me something. She's given me that same intense stare day after day. Isn't it natural for me to wonder what she's saying? Mana, I'm not denying that. Yuni carried out that attack. I know she killed numerous people. I know she shot me while attempting to kill Siwon. I'm not even asking to be able to communicate back and forth with her. I only want to know what she's trying to say to me.
Which is the only thing she wanted to say. She was fine being locked away for the rest of her life if she could convey one sentence. And they literally took that sentence away from her by taking away her language ability.
That's all I want to know. That one desperate sentence. Even though she's lost her ability to speak. After being fused with a rapture and having her nymph reinstalled, she's still urgently trying to tell me something. And I want to know what it is. Even if everyone else doesn't listen. I feel like I have to. I feel like I must hear it.
Mihara bows to Mana.
Just this once. Won't you help me? Please.
You sound like she did.
Yeah, true. That's what Yuni was sounding like when she was begging before this happened.
Technically speaking, no records pertaining to criminals can be passed on to others. We must leave no room for potential bad influences. No matter how many times you ask me, I can't tell you anything.
I see.
However...
I don't know what the however is. However, Nick. Mana takes out a USB from her pocket.
This video, filmed under my supervision, has been determined to be meaningless, as it contains no information related to the terrorist act. Therefore, I will dispose of it right here and now.
But there's gotta be something on it that would give away the sentence, maybe. Mana throws the USB into an empty trash can.
This is just meaningless trash.
I like Mana! Despite the situation, Mana does seem to genuinely, like, care. Whether or not Yuni deserves this opportunity, Mana at least cares. The exact opposite of GN, who, like, just threw all of the humanity in the fucking garbage.
And given that this is a criminal's living space, not even extraneous trash should be left unattended. So, you should dispose of it.
Mana.
What are you waiting for? Go take out the trash.
Into her own room, put it in her
Thank you.
pocket.
Go, quickly. Before I take out the trash myself.
I will. Thank you. Really.
I really want Mana! Mana unit when? Please shift off! Free her from jail!
The sentence she's trying to say.
We'll find out. We'll find out. Mana humored Yuni enough to film it in the first place. Exactly! Oh, part 3? Dang, we're really still going. That's okay. I'm probably gonna have to delay my other stream a decent bit at this point. I might have to... We'll decide at the end of the event if I'm doing the Bond stories today or not. We'll decide. Because I could do them another day, potentially. Or I can delay or cancel my second stream. I haven't decided yet. We'll decide when we reach the end based on what time it is. I'll ask you guys what you think, and we'll think about it. Hello, Chestnutbull.
Is that what you wanted to say so badly?
No, I haven't said it yet.
Then hurry up.
Yeah, Mana specifically filmed it on purpose. That's so sweet.
We need to go soon.
Yes, I understand. Mihara... Mihara...
Is that all you have to say?
No! That's not what I want to say!
Mana can't pretend to be, like, patient. Because then if anyone sees this, they can't give Mana the benefit of the doubt that she wasn't helping, you know?
What I want to say is...
She's a research Nikkei like Ether? Well then give me Mana SR! I have an Ether SR, give me a Mana SR!
That... Sort... No. If I had to say one sentence, does your...
That's enough. We don't have time for this.
Wait a moment. I understand. I'll say it now.
You've got 1 minute. Then we need to go.
I understand.
Yuni lowers her head. Then raises it back up and looks hesitantly into the camera.
Mihara...
It's not gonna show us? Absolute crime! Maybe we'll get to see it in the next part. I don't know. That feels like a crime. We should definitely see what she has to say. The devs are such a tease. They are. They could have just left that into one part and kept going. Yuni raises her head and looks at the door.
Yuni.
Mihara walks towards Yuni.
Can we talk one more time? Can you tell me that sentence? The one you wanted to say to me. Can you tell me one more time?
And now she knows what it means, so she can respond. Yuni lowers her head. Then raises it back up and looks hesitantly at Mihara.
Mihara, does your head still hurt?
Oh! She's not even asking for forgiveness or anything. She just wants to know if she's okay.
Oh. So that was what you wanted to say. This was what you wanted to ask me? That's what you've been saying all this time. That single question.
I thought she was gonna be like, can you forgive me or something, but she doesn't even want forgiveness. She just wants to know if she's okay. Mihara hugs Yuni tightly. My poor heart was not ready for this. I didn't see this spoiler, luckily. I did not see this image, so my heart is very sad right now. Pain. It's a beautiful, beautiful image of Mihara, though. How could I?
It doesn't hurt. My head doesn't hurt at all. You don't have to be sorry.
They released this before anniversary, so how bad is anniversary gonna hurt if they release this now? Oh god. This is like almost overzone levels of pain, but like not quite. I find this hurts more than Red Ash, personally. Just because with Red Ash, we knew where it was going the whole time, so it kind of spoiled the anticipation a little bit. Oh, Yuni is crying again. Tears start flowing from Yuni's eyes.
Yuni.
Mihara carefully cups Yuni's cheeks.
Every time I see you and speak with you, my heart aches.
Gonna be honest, even if like this had been spoiled, I probably wouldn't have recognized Yuni because the situation is just so fucked up.
This pain in my heart tells me that my past self is still alive. It tells me that I haven't forgotten my memories with you. So, you didn't kill me, Mihara. I forgive you. Your other crimes are serious.
And I still disagree, John. I don't think at all. Like, she is sorry for what she did to the others. I genuinely still think that. Despite this sentence, I think realizing how bad she hurt Mihara, it made her realize how much other people had been hurt because of her. Because they were feeling how she was feeling in that moment. And I genuinely think Yuni had a big realization at that point. I don't think it's easy to say she's just upset because she hurt Mihara. I think that's drastically oversimplifying it.
You may never be forgiven for them, no matter what punishment you receive. But as for what you did to me, I can forgive you. I will forgive you.
See, that's I think a very good compromise. It's like you can't forgive Yuni for what she's done to the people in the Ark because it was bad. It was messed up. Like, you can't forgive somebody for killing so many people like that. You just can't. But Mihara can forgive her for that one thing. She still has to live with the burden of knowing how many people she left in so much pain. But she can at least have that one thing lifted off her shoulders. Then at least Mihara forgives her. Also, hello, Akemi.
Yuni. Seeing me must have been painful for you. It must have hurt.
And exactly, Yuni was immature. She was so carried away by hate and immature that she didn't understand genuinely what the other people were going through. She couldn't look past herself. But now that she can, and she's gained that empathy, she can't recover from it. Like, she's broken.
Yes.
And yeah, it wasn't Enoch. Enoch ordered her punishment to a degree, but this was Jian. This was all Jian. And I am excited and terrified to learn more about Jian if this is the type of shit that happens. And that's why I do think it's because it was specifically Suen that was targeted by Yuni. This is personal. This is not anything that would be ordered. This is not punishment for what she did to the Ark. This is punishment for threatening Suen.
We will feel alive by causing each other pain. Even though we've lost our words and forgotten our memories.
Yuni's not a kid. That doesn't matter. Sometimes people become so hurt that they don't think about things outside of themselves. And then they can realize it's not just kids who go through things like that. Like, there are genuinely situations where people fall into such bad states that, like, they just don't... Like, they might know. Like, they're not stupid, but they kind of suppress, like, thinking about what anyone else is going through, and then the floodgates were opened. We also don't know for sure how young Yuni is. We don't even know if Nikke is mature once they're turned into a Nikke. Yuni could be really young. We don't really know.
By seeing each other and feeling the pain, we will get through this together and atone for what we did.
It's a very heavy event. I'm not saying, no, but Shadowkill, you guys are, like, not listening to me half the time. She's not exempt from consequences. I don't think these are appropriate consequences. It was taken too far. Like, locked in a jail cell for life, I don't think she should have been allowed to see Mihara. Like, maybe the one sentence at most, but I think maybe she could have been, like, arrested, she could have had a mind wipe, but this is just fucking torture. Like, this is not normal. Like, this is just fucked up by any way you look at it. It wasn't directed towards me? Okay. I just feel like so many people have been, it may just be the way I'm wording it or the way it's being worded in chat, I don't know. I feel like people are, like, misreading into what I say and being like, no, Yuni, like, I don't want it to sound like I'm saying Yuni did nothing wrong or Yuni doesn't deserve punishment, because she does. What Yuni did was really fucked up, but yeah, this is a fate worse than death. Like, it's fucked up. I think that she wants to atone. She never truly can. But, like, this ain't it. I don't know how else to word it other than, like, this ain't it. I kind of agree. She shouldn't even exist. Like, I think killing her would have been a very fair punishment. Like as much as that's fucked up, I genuinely think potentially Yuni should have been executed. But this is messed up. This is abnormal, messed up. This is to the degree that I don't think even her victims would want. This is just messed up, you know? Hello, Nuffy. Yeah, Jan was taking advantage of Yuni's punishment. I don't know if it was for her own goals or because she targeted Sewin, but either way, it's very obvious. Jan was taking advantage of the fact that this was a criminal being punished to perform experiments that would normally be considered unethical. Very, very much. 100%. She is a hazard to humanity. Like, she could have been executed, though. This is uncalled for. This is, like, just fucked.
Who is it?
It's Mihara.
What?
I have something to tell you.
Even if there's thousands of victims, this isn't called for. If there's thousands of victims, you should have executed Yuni. If you have to do something, like, this is just messed up. Like, under no circumstances, even like a bad person, would I want them to be subjected to becoming like a medical lab experiment where they can't even communicate and they have monster parts. Like, I would never wish that on anyone. Never.
You? How did you get in here?
I wanted to see your face with my own eyes. I came here to ask for a favor.
I will, hold on. I don't know what it's referring to, but I do have one request as well. If there's a section that's like really important and there's hints and stuff, don't tell me that a section is really important or that I should like pay close attention or like there's hints here. I'll figure it out or I won't figure it out. I don't wanna overthink certain things. I'd rather if I clue in, I clue in. If I don't, I figure it out eventually. Unless it's something that's never discussed again and is just like I should have picked up. Like at the end of an event, if there's something I should have 100% known but I didn't, then it's very fair game to explain. But like during, I like to try to figure it out as I go. And if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. If you're also just speculating though, it's totally fine. I don't think it was your message that caused me to say that.
I don't have time for the likes of you.
Man, Siren's just as much of a bitch. Like even though I said I understand Sewin a bit more, like where she's coming from and stuff, she's still a bitch. Sewin still deserves a good kick in the shins. Like,
get out!
Do you dislike seeing me too?
Of course I do. What makes you think you're any different? You're the same as that pathetic heap of junk.
I mean, technically not really. She's useless maybe as a unit, but I mean, Mihara didn't commit nearly as many crimes.
I shouldn't have created either of you in the first place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be in this mess. Oh, my head's killing me.
I thought perhaps the fact that I'd taken a bullet for you would warm you up to me somewhat.
Nope.
But apparently, I was wrong.
What is this? You want a reward or something?
I think Sewin at least owes her like a little bit of acknowledgement, maybe. She saved your fucking life, bro.
If you hadn't swapped senses with me and gotten yourself shot in the head in the first place...
No, then you would have been shot, Sewin.
My head...
Calm down, Sewin. I'm not here to ask for a reward.
Then what is it?
Please put a necklace like Yuni's around my neck.
Necklace? You mean that restraining device?
Yes, that's right.
So she can understand her more?
Did that memory wipe knock a few screws loose or something? Do you have any idea what that restraint is?
The bomb, right?
I know what it is. It's a bomb.
And you still want it?
Yes. Can you make it so that if Yuni's bomb goes off, mine does as well?
Shit.
What?
Of course, the reverse can also be true. If mine goes off, so will Yuni's.
Are you crazy? I heard they had to reconstruct half your brain because it'd been blown off. Is your mind really that messed up?
It might seem that way, but I'm serious. This is my last wish. Please, Sewin.
Who'd have thought? Such endearing friendship between two rust buckets. You want to die that badly, huh?
I was gonna make a very bad joke about bondage, but I will not because I guess that's not really the definition necessarily, but they're bonded in death as well. Damn.
Fine. Go die with that monster while on a mission. It was stupid of me to drag dead weight like you two around. I should have turned you into monsters earlier and left you on the surface forever. Then, I at least could have gotten some use out of you.
So mean.
Fine then.
Even if the attacks are coming at self-hatred, it's not okay to like tear into them like this. I hate it.
Put on the bomb necklaces and die
Exactly, you
together.
can't say bondage without bond.
You're nothing but a blemish on my reputation. Trash, not even capable of being proper Nikkes.
I feel like if I was Mihara, if I kind of read into it the same way, I wouldn't take this insult quite the same way. Because just knowing that these insults are at herself, it's almost, it's not, but it's almost making me feel bad for Siwon. But because she's such a fucking awful person, her insecurities don't eliminate all the awful shit she's done, unfortunately.
Stupid scrap metal. How dare you point a gun at me after I imbued you with so many abilities? How dare you? I created you.
She's just having a full breakdown, but hers is about selfish reasons.
Siwon.
Fine. I'll grant your wish. You can fulfill your purpose and die. Don't let me see your face. Ever again. Understand?
Yes.
Not talking about
I
Mihara
won't.
anymore. Never has been. So many of the things she said in the past now, it's like you view them completely different. Like, she's always been talking about herself.
Now get out. I don't want to see you anymore.
She probably is reliving the bullet in the brain pain a lot. Like, I would assume getting shot in the head if you survive it, like, because it didn't actually shoot her in the head, right? But she still got the pain of it. I would imagine that would cause nerve damage.
Siwon.
Didn't you hear me?
Siwon makes eye contact with Mihara.
Thank you for everything. Really.
What? Did your memory come back?
You know, this really did open my eyes to Siwon a lot too. It's almost like this could have easily been Siwon's like Bond story. He learned. Well, I guess if we ever get that, it'll be even more traumatic, probably. But it's like, it really. I know it's supposed to be highlighting Mihara and Yuni, but we always knew they had a very deep bond. It's just kind of bringing that full circle to bring them back. But we learned a lot about Siwon and a bit about Jian as well. I would say the stuff about Siwon and Jian is some of the interesting parts of some of the most interesting parts of this entire chapter.
No. I don't have my old memories.
Then what are you thanking me for?
I don't know the reason. But when I think about not being able to see you again, I feel a bit sad.
What?
To me, you're not such a bad person.
I was not ready for this. I'm almost gonna cry here.
The Wordless squad may no longer be your pride and joy. But we will fulfill the mission for which we were born, even if it costs us our lives. That is the path Yuni and I must take to atone.
Really like the music in this side story. It's some of the best music I've heard in the game in a while. Siwon turns her back.
Take care, Suen.
Yeah, the VA is cooking, especially Suen's. Holy moly. I've not done Maxwell's, no, I don't know anything about it either. Not
Just
yet.
because things went wrong once, you think you can tell me what to do? Thank you for everything? You don't even have any memories. Talking about feelings without memories. Scrap metal. Scrap metal. You think anything will change if you're gone? I don't need refuse like you around.
Oh, gotcha code. She's literally only trying to convince herself. Like, she's not saying this to Mihara. Mihara is gone. The way she's saying, like, quietly to herself, she's like, I don't need you. You're just garbage. I don't need you. The way that she's saying this, what this really means is she needs her. And this sucks. I like suffering though, so it's great.
I said I don't need
Mihara might be a physical masochist. I'm an emotional masochist. If it's fictional, at least. Give me the pain! The second I vote. I still stand by what I said since day one of playing this game. Suen's voice actor is probably my favorite in the entire game. Holy shit. Suen looks back. And she realizes she's really alone at this point. No one is there. In like any sense of the word. She's lost basically everything because even Matisse doesn't fully trust her anymore.
It's nothing.
But she deserves it. Like, she's only ever been a shit to people.
Just no good scrap. It left just like I told it to.
She had this coming.
That's all. That's all. My head hurts.
Oh, it's because she's starting to cry. The pressure. It's like a crying headache.
It hurts.
That's probably her heart hurting there. I do have a quick question. Is it just one more cutscene or is it more than one? Because I do need to take a break and go to the washroom and rehydrate soon, but if it's just one more, I'd like to finish it first. One or two? Just one? Okay, we'll finish it and then we'll evaluate what we're gonna do.
Mihara,
Yes.
open your eyes. Can you see clearly?
Yes, I can.
Who am I?
This part coming up is what I had spoiled.
Someone I'm grateful to know.
Aw, that's cute.
Answer properly.
That's what I've been thinking, Edward. Like, her being a CEO, one of the top 3 at such a young age, like, the pressure would be insane. The reality is, Suen was not mature enough to handle the position. I think that's what a lot of her personality issues dial down to. She's been in this position, and she was never mature enough to handle it when it was handed to her. So it only ever set her up for failure.
Mana.
What do you like?
Vision, hearing, smell, taste, and
That's
touch
true!
are all normal.
The name of the event is kind of beautiful because Yuni literally can't speak or use words anymore. And Suen can't say her real feelings or thoughts. She can't use the right words. So they both just don't have the words. I genuinely wonder if they're going to make an alt version of Yuni as well to like convey the new design, because I guess that's gonna be canon Yuni now. Damn. It's crazy.
Yes, Everything is normal.
Okay, no issues. Come down.
Mihara steps off the examination table.
We installed the restraining necklace you requested.
Yeah, this is the design I've seen before. This was in like every thumbnail, so I had seen this before. I knew this was coming. I'm just surprised it took quite so long. I like how her dress is one of those designs where it's kind of like the skeleton hands clawing at the booba. That's a design I really like. It's kind of, I'll take this for the non-existent Halloween event. She's just like, you know, holding the whip around herself. Yuni can't do it anymore, so she's like, fine, I'll do it myself. I did know it was Mihara. I could tell by the hair. And, you know, the general BDSM-ish kind of look of it. I was like, that's Mihara, 100%. I also saw people saying Mihara finally has an SSR. Like, that was, I think, the name of the video that spoiled it. So I was like, oh, shit. But, yeah. I really like the design, though. It's very, how do I word this? I'm trying to word it in a way that doesn't just come off as me saying sexy lady good, because that's not what I want to say. Like, I actually really like it. Fan service aside, I find the design really elegant, if that makes sense. I think maybe, like, part of it is her expression feels kind of very soft. The soft expression with the design, it makes it look very elegant. It does suit her a lot. It suits her a lot, and she's just genuinely pretty, but also it has a very mindful. It has a very down-to-earth vibe and mature vibe, and not just mature as in yes, this should have been an 18+ game. Mature as in it feels just by looking at it that she has matured a lot. Like, it feels like Mihara has, like, reached the end of a character development arc or something, if that makes sense. The design itself conveys that, and I really like it. And yeah, a lot of people think it's going to be an alt, not a gacha skin, so we're hoping. Hello, Mercenary. Now she has a whip. I noticed, but she's wrapping herself up in it. Yeah, her face is very satisfying. Her face kind of reminds me of, like, how Mary looks at you. It's like, I will take care of you kind of vibes. It does look very that's a good way to put it, actually, Mama's house. It's very, whereas Mihara's other design, there's a very subtle difference between these two things. Mihara's other design was kind of more sexual, but this one's a little more sensual. It feels more, like, intimate, I guess. Is maybe, it's hard to, like, verbalize the difference in my brain. I don't really know how to verbalize it, but I genuinely love this design. Like, of course it's still yay, sexy lady good. Like, I'm not saying that's not true, but it's hard to verbalize what I mean, because, like, wow, I like this. Of course I fucking like this design. But it's also just really well done. If you know the game and you know the character, like, this is kind of a brilliant design. I really like it.
And swapped your body for another.
No wonder I feel different. It wasn't the necklace, but the body replacement. What's the reason for the swap?
My entire first reason that I was going to say for the swap is, you know, gacha game, gotta make money. They decided to give you some upgrades because they want people to spend on you. That's the reason for the swap. Get money.
It was requested by Siwen.
Maybe to make her look like a different person. I don't know. Or maybe the body was too much. I don't know. Maybe she had a connection to Mihara before Mihara was Mihara, and she just wanted her to look different. Kind of throw away what it used to be. I don't know.
She said she had no use for it, so you could have it.
That's a gift then. Kind of like a parting gift.
Where did it come from?
It was a body prepared to replace yours after your first mission.
Oh, so it was a gift in a way. It's almost like a thank you gift from Suen.
After taking promotional photos with you, Suen wanted to make you look stronger.
Yeah, stronger. That's definitely what this did. Maybe softer and more motherly, but I don't know. The other one gave stronger vibes to me. This one gives much softer vibes.
She planned to use this body when announcing Project Wordless.
But since we failed to take down Chatterbox, there never was a public announcement. Rendering this body useless.
That's right.
But then she got to at least finally use it in the end. I like the tiny bit of hip poking out right there. You can see the hip bone. A nice detail that I almost missed. Maybe Yuni has another body too. Maybe that's the one she's in now. They also wanted Yuni to look more powerful. Yuni drew the short end of the stick. She didn't get to look sexy. She just got to become giant beast.
It may be later than intended, but I'll still make good use
Taking
of
away
it.
the coat is stronger? Yeah, now because Mihara's butt won't be censored from the rear whenever you play as her. Truly an upgrade.
Tell Suen I said thank you.
Well, Godman Mihara is banned on Twitch. Luckily, she is not, because she is not a VTuber. She's in the game. It's allowed, I think.
I will. One last thing. The necklace you're wearing must be swapped periodically for a new one, just like Yuni's. Don't forget to come along with Yuni regularly to get a new one installed. As per your request, if either of you misses the deadline to have a new one installed, both will explode.
Living a life with bombs around our necks.
I feel like that's just gonna be exciting to Mihara. She'll be like, I'm kinda into it.
Sounds kind of thrilling.
Exactly! That sounds like something Mihara would like. She's like, oh yeah. Yeah, torture me with the thought of these bombs. Oh my god. Just like the idea probably gets her excited. She's like, oh my god, the fact that I could die from this dangerous weapon? Oh yeah, that's a turn on. Yeah, it's just sweeten the deal. They're like, oh, you want it because you're so close to Yuni, right? And she's like, yeah. Yeah, that's why. Because I'm so close to Yuni.
Just kidding. I'll come on time. I intend to live well and long with Yuni, so that she can atone for her sins.
And almost, her new design gives me major, like, succubus vibes. More than, like, NIKKE. Like, this is something I would expect to see in, like, I don't know, some of those, like, weird Switch shovelware games, like Hentai Succubus Date Puzzle Night or something. Hello, Andrew Byron. I like it though. As I said, in context, it looks really classy, and I actually really like it. But out of context, I'd probably be like, the fuck is this? Like, obviously it's hot, but like, the fuck is this? But in context for her character, it works so well.
May I ask you one thing?
Sure.
Mihara is my personal punishment demon. You don't have to sell her to me harder.
Why are you doing all this? I knew you had a deep bond, but I still don't understand this.
Hello, Trooper.
Do you mean this necklace?
Yes. I don't understand this compulsion to die together. Why are you going through all this for someone who shot you in the head?
Because I heard that desperate plea. A poor child who was unable to get along with others was desperately begging for my forgiveness. If she's to spend her life begging for forgiveness, I don't want her doing it alone.
So she's taking on the responsibility as well. She wants to atone with her, essentially. Because Yuni essentially did it for her sake, so she wants to also atone for Yuni's sake. It's kind of sweet, even though it's really fucked up.
I see. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you for listening to me. See you next time, Anna.
Yes. Take care.
Imagine if this actually just straight up is the anniversary. No! You know what? I have a theory for when we're getting this alt. So far, it's always been pilgrims, but we don't know for sure if it's always a pilgrim. Also, if she's pretty much banished to mostly stay on the surface and then come back down, I wonder if she could even become a pilgrim. After this, like, Mihara and Yuni could technically be pilgrims. But I kind of genuinely think that the New Year's event that we get, I don't think it's going to be the anniversary, because the anniversary, I think, is probably going to be something more related to anniversary stuff. But it is possible we get this alt for the New Year's one, like we got Black Scarlet last time.
Yuni, look ahead. It's the surface. It's my first time, but it's also been a long time for you, right?
I actually kind of would expect them to become pilgrims, even if they have to go back to the art. The thing is, the arc, they have the type of lore that tends to suit pilgrims, like some sort of very tragic backstory that isolates them in a way from everyone else in the arc. Like, even if they have to go down to the arc for adjustments, they are very isolated. Basically, Siwon has kicked them out. They have their own mission, and that's what they're going to do until they die. Their own mission. They very much have the vibe of other pilgrims to me, which is why I feel like they could become pilgrims. Also, it just kind of, their lore feels like a pilgrim origin story to me. And they have that very distinct look that pilgrims end up having. Yeah, pilgrims tend to tread new ground in general. They're only called such because they have no association with the arc, but neither do they, in a way. They have to go down and get their collars readjusted, but they don't have a connection with the arc in the sense that they belong to one of the CEOs anymore. Like, maybe more like the Ludmilla squad, potentially, Kai. That's not a bad comparison, but like, they've been kicked out of Macilis to an extent. She's like, I never want to see you again. They are not getting orders from anyone. They've taken on their own orders. They're just doing their mission until they die. They are exiled. That's what I see more about pilgrims. They're ones that are exiled or choose to leave. But like, they don't associate in that way. But sometimes they come down. Like, we've seen Haran in the outpost stories and stuff, just coming down in the outpost. Dorothy is coming to visit the outpost. Like, just because they come down doesn't mean they can't be pilgrims, but they are exiled. So, they're reactivated as a squad, but they were thrown away from Macilis. It wasn't directly stated that they're exiled, but I don't think it's a stretch to interpret it that way. If that makes sense. They might follow Enix's orders to an extent, but I don't know. I don't know the extent of it. To me, I don't think it's a stretch to say that that's how it could go. I'm not saying for sure that's how it's going, but I don't think it's that much of a stretch.
Don't you remember?
You need to tilt your head.
Your memory seems a bit foggy.
They were kind of thrown away, though. Like, they lost their position as Siwon's bodyguards, but Siwon also said she never wanted to see them again. So my guess is that, like, Siwon literally wants nothing to do with them. It's not just the bodyguards, like, she doesn't want to see them ever. I very much viewed this body as, like, starting over, as a parting gift, which is why I'm almost viewing it in my head as, like, this is Mihara's rebirth as a pilgrim. Like, whether that's actually canon or not, we'll find out in time, I guess, but that's kind of how my head interprets it. It very much feels like this is a new person, and Yuni is in a new body as well. This is a new person. Especially if Yuni is part Rapture, like, having them be pilgrims to me would make sense, even if their situation isn't identical to other pilgrims, even if they still have associations with the Ark in some way. Having them kind of match into that group of characters would make perfect sense to me. Like their own like pilgrim duo squad or something. Yeah. I think it would make sense for them to be their own squad. Like they report to each other and that's it. How do I word this? I don't think this Yuni is going to be recruitable. I do think it's possible they might appear in the new chapters. Maybe they'll be recruitable during the anniversary, but it'll be more relating to the main story. I do think that it's in... Yeah, there! Oh my god, wait! Frosty Udon, you're so right! So you know how a lot of the pilgrims are based on like fairy tale characters? At least a lot of the Grimm models, not all of them. They're like the Beauty and the Beast duo. It's... I feel like... I don't know. I feel like it's possible that Yuni could be a free unit. Because she's not the type that people would typically pull for. So I feel like it's possible we might get this version of Yuni for free during the anniversary. And that might be why they decided to release this right now. To give us context for it. But I do think Yuni could potentially be free. And then at some point pull for Mihara, maybe. I do think the fact that this came out now probably means the main story is going to be taking on this timeline for the new chapters. The main story will probably be related to what just happened.
Yuni, it's the surface.
No, I really wish I was caught up. I want to see what's happening.
This is where we
Someday.
prove ourselves. Let's take down Chatterbox and make Suen happy.
I don't think it would be a gacha skin, because I can't see them making a gacha skin for an SR unit. Like, that's pretty fucked up.
Yuni? Are you okay?
Hello, Aaron Kelly.
It's all a bit intimidating, isn't it? It's okay. I'll always be by your side.
I have to go, hold on. I know it's a bad moment, but I really have to go in my stream and say that it's delayed or canceled because people are waiting for me to start another stream in 3 minutes. I am not ready. Not even remotely ready. The chat's not loading. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna pull that in another tab. I'll say something in chat when it finally loads. I need to finish this stream first.
Finding a rare rapture within a month. That will be our first goal. Shall we?
Yuni and Mihara walk forward. Although they walk in matching steps like before, this time it is different from before. Wordless end. Aww. I really like that. I would literally say that's one of my favorite events of all time. Like, I would put that way right up there. Not quite with Overzone, but like extremely, extremely close. One sec. Okay, I put a warning. But I genuinely think that this is one of the best short things, I guess, that I've ever read in NIKKE. I would even put it on terms of, I really like the, look at the collar, you mean the frame? I really like everything about that. I thought it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the highlights about Jian and Suen were also really good, and I enjoyed that a lot. That's one of the better frames they give the players. Yeah, I want to look at it. They gave us just enough of Mihara and Yuni to make us want more. Yeah! After they starved us from content relating to them for so long. It's really nice. How do I do the frame again? How do you read the frame description? Bonding frame? That's cute! It's like the danger bomb! I like how it has the mask on it. And then the collar. That's nice. I'm gonna keep using the near one. Because I like the near one. I'll click and hold. Okay, hold on. Okay. Even if the language and memories are lost, the bond in our hearts will remain intertwined, much like an unbreakable chain, so that we will never part again. Aww! Oh, that's cute. I feel like the stream was long enough. Would you guys be too mad if we don't voice the Bond stories today? I thought it was gonna be a lot shorter than this. I want to be able to play a spooky game tonight, and I need to cook some food first, so I could voice the Bond stories right now if we wanted, but I think I'd have to cancel my other stream. So what I'm thinking is maybe when I finally get caught up on campaign, I want to do a lot more streams where we voice act the Bond stories. So what we can do, if you guys really want to voice that, or if you really want to see Mihara and Yuni, we can prioritize that as one of the first ones. I kind of want to go squad by squad. And that was also a really heavy chapter, so I just feel like mentally we could use a break, you know? I would really like to go through and maybe do squad by squad. We can maybe start with this one and then do 2 or 3 of them on a stream probably, and then go in and voice act some of the outpost events. So I think this would be a good one to maybe prioritize when we go to doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna delay my next stream by 1 hour because I don't really want to start later than that and I need to cook some fucking food. So I'm gonna set that up right now and I'll read into my waiting room on the YouTube side, but that was a really nice side story. Hello, Biscuitin! I'm really happy. Yeah, we're going from heavy game to spooky game. I want to play Fear the Spotlight because it just came out. I think it was out on Steam before, but it just came out on Switch and PS5. And I've been eyeing it since it was in the PSN like announcement stream. So I really want to play Fear the Spotlight. I have to make a thumbnail and stuff for that while I cook. But I'm really happy we got to do the short story today. It was really nice. I'm happy that we got to experience the pain together. You know how Mihara and Yuni have that like bomb? That's like us emotionally. I have the emotional bomb necklace on you guys. I suffer on stream, you suffer. I die inside, you die inside. We all die inside. We are bonded by the weird bomb chain thing that we definitely all have. Definitely, for real. But I'm really happy that I caught up in time to play that because that was absolutely lovely. And I'm very satisfied that I got a chance to check it out just in time. Literally, I just passed that part in the story. I think if I would have been fully caught up all this time, this wouldn't have been nearly as impactful to me. Like, I think because it was so fresh in my memory, this hit so much harder. And I'm really grateful, actually. This is the first time I've been grateful for being so far behind. Anyway, next week we'll do chapter 25. I am streaming NIKKE on Saturday. I am not streaming what time is the live stream on Saturday? Do you guys remember? I need to make sure I'm not overlapping. I can't change the time because that's a collab, but it'll suck if I'm overlapping. I can mentally prepare for people to come in and pour spoilers. But I'm gonna be voice acting the Life Again event, 7 a.m. Oh, okay, then I'm good. I'm gonna be in bed. I ain't gonna be awake, bros. I'm not waking up that early. Even if I was caught up, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna be streaming a number of hours later. I think 3 p.m. EST, we're gonna be voice acting the Life Again event with Rona and Hiyori Mokami. So it's gonna be a good time. I'll put the thumbnail up tonight so you guys will be ready. You'll know when it's coming. We'll voice act the new event and the hard mode ending. And yeah. Hello, Rami. Let me drop my links in chat real quick, and then I will set up. I'll set up a raid to my waiting room on YouTube if you want to join for some spooky game, and I'll set up a raid, or I don't know what I need to do. Raid. Don't forget to check out. Oh my God, what is my auto chat summary? Viewers are saying it's okay for the streamer to take a break and have lunch and do a spooky stream. They're looking forward to the next stream. Thank you, auto chat. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. Oh, it disappeared. Never mind. So yeah. Yeah, the new keychains are new. They came out yesterday. So you can put exclamation point merch to bring them up if you want to see them, especially if you haven't seen them before. They're very cute, and I'm very happy with the glow in the dark keychains. I forgot the word for keychain, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoy them. A lot of love was put into designing and planning the entire thing for them. Oh, TGM! I think I missed the Gigantify and emote, and I missed your other cheer. Thank you for the 2 thingies. Yeah, I'm going to put my links on Twitch as well. It worked on YouTube, right? It pulled up the links? Okay, yeah, it was just a little bit slow. I think the merch one didn't work though. That's annoying. There we go. Okay. Now it worked. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna go to my ending screen. I am going to set up the raid. I'm gonna raid on Twitch, then we'll raid into my waiting room on YouTube. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Hold on. Okay. Wait. How do you guys like my new transition to constantly remind everybody the keychains exist in my new ending screen? I thought it might be fun instead of doing like just a regular promotion to find a way to like cook it right into the stream instead of having to like scream about it 24/7. It's more cute this way. Also, I just really like it. You can keep the keychain transition all year. I'm being honest, I kind of really like it. Like, what if I just used it forever from now on? Even when you can't buy them anymore. It's so cute. I love it. Let's see. I don't see anyone playing NIKKE or any gacha stuff, surprisingly. But what is this? Let me hop into this stream. You like how the spooky face in the hood is going? Yeah! I love it so much. Let me see. I think I'll send you guys here. Here sounds good, maybe. Let me close the NIKKE game. The music is like blasting in my face. Okay. After you can't buy them, it's still amazing art. That's what I'm thinking. I really like it. Like, it's not spooky month anymore, but where I'm a ghost, it's okay to use that like all year round, right? I want to try to get stuff like that made for like more merch in the future as well. I just think it's a really fun way to promote without being like aggressively like disgusting about the shilling, I guess. It feels awkward promoting merch and stuff sometimes. Will there ever be a fun play mascot? There was the one that you made before. I don't know if there'll ever be an official one or not. I like that one. Let's see. If there ever is an official one, you guys will know. It's definitely been discussed before. My underlings have mentioned, like, hey, we should have one, but then it never happens. So I don't know. We'll see. It fits me in general. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I just really like it. Anyway, we're going to raid Astria Natura, who is doing jazz karaoke. And then I'll raid my waiting room on the YouTube side. So just hold on. Make sure you read the rules if you're following the raid, okay? Alright, give me a minute. Okay, we're gonna raid into Australia now! I'll see you guys later! Bye-bye! Let me set up the YouTube raid, hold on. Let me see. Let me set up the raid real quick. Hold on. Let me raid my waiting room. Okay. Bum, bum. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I will see you guys! Bye-bye! Let me quadruple check that it's working. Okay, bye-bye.